Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Let's make a title. How about the title is Compooter? Make these guys super, make these guys super cool and opening Pokemon cards. Alright. There we go. There we go. We got a title. Always got to come up with the title. Let's head over here to the feed. We're going live for Monday night. Okay. And we'll grab this as well. Alright, that's done. Good. Let's go ahead and open a copy of the stream here to get the website in. About damn time, mister, says Mr. Surge. Yeah, I was asleep. There really wasn't a bad tornado. That was nice. In fact, the weather seemed kind of not that crazy at all. Seems the storm passed over us. Actually, were there any tornadoes? Let me see. Missouri tornado weather. Oh man, they're still predicting more tornadoes. What? 2 hours ago from the Weather Channel. Wow. A tornado touched down in Missouri. Okay, cool. Well, that happens a lot, though. I wonder if one touched down near St. Louis. Not near us, though. You know, the real estate lady said when we bought our house that tornadoes never really seem to do very well in the Ozarks. And she suspected it's because it's not very flat out here. A lot of hills out here. Alright, let's grab this. What's this? Looks like we had an early order. Joseph Smith won Ascended for $50. He sent 50. Oh, I sent 50 to the wrong person. What? Alright, and then we had a Miss 6, Sylveon break. And then Miss 6, another $20. Oh, because it's a $40 break. Oh, yes. Okay, so 6 is sending in for the Sylveon. Joseph Smith is cheating on me? Let me hit refresh over here. Squeak, squeak. What's up, Tyler? Let me climb into this. All right. We're going to click on this icon here. And we're going to close this here. Boop. And we're opening this up. There it is. Yay, the NATO did not wisp our cards away. The NATO, that's right. Me. How's Tyler Squeak? Only sunny in the 80s over here in California. Come. And I'm doing all right. How about you? Oh, man, guess what happened after you got off stream? What happened, Mr. Starscream? Tell me all about it, Mr. Starscream. I want to know what happened. I'm groggy, man. I'm still waking up a little bit here. Let's see. All right, we'll stay over. We'll put this over here. Now, Mr. Joseph said, "Dear Mr. TCC, I hit a gold Dragonite in a Feraligatr box. What? Drink Monster? No, not at this point. That would be terrible." Joseph Smith. Oop. All right. Is he here? I'm live now. I wonder if he still wants me to return it. Hey, bro, I'm here for the Fowee ones. Oh, very nice. Right, we have some mark-free ones. Mark's been a little generous with the free ones for a long time now. Excuse me. Now, from here, it looks like the reprice box is empty. So we can start stuffing all the pricey slabs in there because it's their turn next. Yes. We're putting all the pricey slabs in there, which we've needed to do that for a little while. We've seen the consignment slabs come up here, and here are my thoughts about the consignments. We don't have any left. We have a lot of those waifu cards left. Not a lot of anything else, which means we've sold through it all. So We're ready for new consignment. Let me look at the box. Yeah, the consignment box is barely full. Ooh. Put the pokies in the bag. What? You can't talk to me that way. All right. Hey, what's up, local Soul Reaper? Now, here's an order from Miss Six for a Sylveon break. So your odds are 1 in 6 over here. Here we are. I bought 2 for alligator boxes from my friend. Nice, dude. This is English Master Ball Sylveon. Oh. There it goes. Ooh. Very lovely. Can you see that? I'm back for them. Snoopus. What? 6 going 3 for 3. If she's lucky, that's possible. That she could get lucky and that could happen. All right, very good. She also says 1 live. Oh. Oh, really? 1 live, you say? Oops. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, and a win. 1 Charmander. Char. All right, nothing crazy coming out of there. Just a simple Charmander. Hey, what's up, Mr. Troy Malice? How are you today? Ooh, I love this spooky music. Can you guys hear it? Is the mic working? That's that spooky music. That's Minecraft music for the Nether. Woo! Wait, is it? Let me look. Yeah, Rubido. Is it called Rubido or Rubido? Let's see. We received your cards at Beckett. Yes. We need to send out another submission to Beckett. Doing submissions is tough, man. It takes a lot of mental fortitude. It's like a job that you never really finish doing. This is okay, but it's not Splatoon. Did you guys see this Light Dragonite? Somebody just returned this Light Dragonite to me. Man, that's a crazy card, huh? He's a cool card. Should I sell him, I wonder? It's a Neo Destiny card. Neo Destiny Dragonite. Should he go into my private collection? That's the question these days. Mr. Check your ZELLE. Ooh, let's check our ZELLE. Natalie. Oh, man, look at this. Natalie has sent in for 2 spots in the Sylveon break. Wow. Look at this. Natalie Castanen. Okay, and Miss Natalie number 2. Good. There we go. This shall pop right into here. That's 3 out of 6 now for the Sylveon. Sylveon has 3 spots remaining. Now, you sent in a rather nice order for ZELLE, and so you're going to be worked into here. That's right, people who place sell orders, you get to go into a bonus giveaway. Oh, this is that one song. Oops. I think I spelled this wrong. All right. Ta-da. Thanks for the big order. The rule for the ZELLE is generally if you do about $100, I put you in the giveaway. Because usually at that point, like $3 have been saved or something. Makes sense, is reasonable. Put the Dragonite in the live customs. Well, I certainly could, couldn't I? I certainly could. Of course, I could work on this too. Look at this. So this is just freshly put together. It's already thick. I went straight to having this be thick. But look, it's going to be 1 in 5 this time. It's actually lower odds. But that's because it's an even, more wealthy break. This is the raw card break, sometimes referred to as the binder break. So we got some good stuff here. You know, I never count these as part of the calculation. These are almost like free, right? But they're not free. These are actually a serious business. These stickers right there. Now look, you got this beautiful Charizard going in. He's from 2018 if you've never seen him before. And then we got this 25th anniversary Groudon, Cast Form, Bulbasaur, which is apparently pretty expensive. Look at that, 25th anniversary Bulbasaur is expensive. See that, 25th anniversary? Here's Tyranitar, who's gotten expensive. Dedenne, he's a Sword and Shield card. He's kind of expensive. Lugia, Sword and Shield. Chandelure, Sword and Shield. Little Misty's Gyarados, Bunnelby, Bulbasaur, who's surprisingly very affordable, $5. Voltorb, Noctowl, Ice Cube, Pokeflute, Goldeen, Rattata. Some Topps cards here. Notice these do not have numbers on them. That's because we didn't really count them. So these are not part of the calculation. Cottony, Execute, Aaron. See, these are yellow borders. See that? Actually, I think these two are directly from base set. Sword and Shield. Cool. Some Old Maid. Some Uno. You got Mewtwo Uno in there. It's kind of nice. Looks like it could potentially grade 10. These are fresh, so these could grade 10. Wailord 10. Ghastly, Doug Trio. Oh, a couple of these bulk cards. And then we got some Hello Kitty. These are pretty cute. And some holos. So there's the base for this. Okay, that's where we're starting off. And it's a 1 out of 5 because some of those cards are more expensive. I could remove some of those cards and turn it into a 1 and 4 again. There we are. Do you have any Snoopy packs? I don't know what those are. You want me to go look up Snoopy? Oh, man. Do you just mean Snoopy? Let me look it up. Let's see. It's a Spanish spelling or common misinterpretation of the name Snoopy. So it's got to be Snoopy, right? We do have Charlie Brown, yes. If I were you, I would get the Charlie Brown packs, and they cost... You want the Charlie Brown Series 1. It'll be in the extended menu. Here it is. Charlie Brown Part 1 and Part 2. They are $7 each. See these? Now, this one will give you baseball. So, a lot of baseball comics here. This one up here will give you a variety of different cards. This has more Snoopy in it. So, Charlie Brown Part 1, that's the one you want. We are. Have we hit a surprise Gengar Pikachu yet? Not yet. And we're in a fresh case of the 151 surprise. And I was getting worried that the guy who was supplying me the product did not have the product or it disappeared. But no, he contacted me today and said the product had just gone out. So now I have a good feeling, or at least a better feeling, that he's real and that we're going to get more of that product. Because we were getting it at a good price, and that's why I was selling it so cheap. So and it looks like our restock's going to come in, and we're on another fresh case of it. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's hit refresh over here. Let's see. What is the brain rot TCG? PDXU popped up on my shorts. Let me grab this. Hey, mister, one of my Poke shorts went viral. It's pretty cool to watch it grow past 399K. Whoa. That happened one time to Joey Joseph. I'd love to see it, by the way. That's really fun when that happens. Congratulations. Are you signed up on TikTok or whatever to receive rewards for that? If you aren't, I would look into that right away, because 400,000 views probably would have been like, I don't know, like $60 at least. $60 is $60, you know? Actually, I don't know what it pays these days. I have so much weed, it's everywhere. Please look into getting the new Weiss Brown Dust set on the menu. Comes out this summer. Who says that? CC Collects? By Weiss Brown Dust. Did you say Dust 2? Winking Brown Star. It's of my kid at the Poke Machine getting lucky, so I think that counts as me making it. All right, nice. Well, you know, it's exciting to go viral on social media. For some people, it's a moment where they never really come back because they go, hey, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to chase that feeling. This me into the Sylveon break and 2 Poke Shuffles. Yes, sir. Okay, TRG. Here's your card. It's looking a lot like this Sylveon's going to end right away. So that would be $50. You're left with $3 once again. Okay. Now, Compooter, show me TRG going into the Sylveon. All right, A lot of those computer memes going around. I don't know who started it. Somebody did, and it was really funny. All right, there it is, 4. So we're at 4 out of 6. 2 spots remain. I need ballerina cappuccino. Da 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 da. Mr. Show us 2 men doing it. Compooter, show me 2 guys doing it. Compooter, show me 2 anime guys doing it. All right, you ready? So, set that there. 2 spots remain. I sent for the last 2 spots. All right, don't try to buy into Sylveon. It's over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good luck. Jungle getting closer. Not a lot closer. You know, it's funny. It got up to halfway done really fast, and then people started buying other things. So those were 2 cold Poke Shuffles. Alex Garcia, 2 spots for the Sylveon break. It's over. Sylveon's over. Alex Garcia. Alex Garcia. Oh, whoa. That ended pretty fast. Help me, I'm scared. Just a 1 in 6 shot. 6 could go to anybody. The best 1 of 1 brain rot card is Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet? Libido? Diabeto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. If you get 3 in a row, that will be very exciting. 6. I'll feel very happy for you. It's a hard thing to do, stuff like that, you know? Closing my eyes. Oops. There we are. You got to blow on the dice 6. It makes them luckier. Okay. Dooba-doo, scooba-dooby-doo. This Minecraft music is so calming. So calming. All right. Well, guys, here we are. Just 17 minutes into the late night stream. And $240 have passed hands to get this Sylveon completed. This is Master Ball Sylveon. It's a good card. Give you a number. You guys think 30 Poke Shuffles is the move? Ooh, that's an interesting question, Javier. Maybe that comes down to how hot you think the box is. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's split. Let's grab these. Right now, I'm in YouTube jail for a video of my dog bite from 5 years ago. I got a strike, and now, and when I appeal it, YouTube side denied in 1 minute, and now I'm blanked from what I read. That sucks. All right, Alex, TRG, Natalie, 6. All right. Well, there's 2 people in here who have 2 spots, and excuse me. There's 2 people in here who have 2 spots, right? So if you pull at 6, they're both going to be feeling the sting. The sting, I say. Was the Sylveon underpriced? Is that why it went so fast? Did I not price it correctly? You know, I realize I just went off of the price. I bet you it's priced correctly. It's just Sylveon. All right, give me a number. It did go pretty fast, though, didn't it? Always makes you, kind of makes you raise your eyes. Ooh. Ooh, Space Hamy's here. What's up, Space Hamy? 2, 1, 2. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for splitting the deck. Here's Natalie on 1. Sorry, Natalie. Here's on 2. TRG. Sorry, TRG. All right, TRG's out. Here's Alex Garcia. Oh, Alex is out. Oh, you got a... Definitely your odds are improving, 6. 1 in 3 odds now. Oh, this is 6 right now. Is it ready? Oh, not you, 6. I'm sorry. Here's Natalie. Not you, Natalie. I'm sorry, Natalie. And Alex Garcia. Alex will take the Sylveon. How about that, Mr. Alex? All right. That is how it works. It's a way to have an RNG way of pulling a card. Pretty interesting, huh? I'm happy to host it for you guys. Almost like opening up booster packs of Prismatic, you know? Almost the same idea. Only difference is, out here, The card's already graded 10. And it's often cheaper to do it this way than to actually go to try to pull one. Pretty cool, right? All right. There we go. Now, that was a Brett Love card. So there's another winner here. His name is Brett Love. He's going to be paid out. If you guys have some cards you want me to do that for you, I can do it pretty fast. In fact, Alex, you could give me this card back and I'd resell it. That's how easy it is. It's the way it would work is you would get 75% of the sale. That's how it would work. That's what Mr. Brett's about to get. He's about to get 75. So I always need another card. Now, Mr. Brett, you can see he has $0 currently. That card was $240 that time. 240. Oops. He's going to receive a $180 payout. 180. And the number of the card is 040. 040. So I do that now. When you sell a consignment, I write down the number of the card so we know what it is you sold. Okay. When does consignment on Raw start? Right now. It's available now. I could host one if you want. I think I've got a nice Pikachu somewhere. Let's see. It's a Pikachu. I don't think it's going to grade 10, and so it might be one to sell raw. You guys can offer up any of your raw cards for consignment. Let's see. Raw cards that are so expensive they can't really fit into the what would you call it? The binder brick. So it says here, before Oscar's turn, that I have to check the website. I want to sell my bulk mister. What's the lowest price for the raw cards? That's a great question. Just depends, I guess. Yeah, it depends. It'll be a case-by-case situation. But for bulk, I don't think we'll be working on bulk. Now, what is this? 10 hours ago, Jeff Leon. $10 hours ago. I think we have a Jeff order. It looks like we might have received a Jeff order just as we were wrapping up in the daytime stream. Is that what happened? Did he message me? Let's see if he messaged me. Let's see. Direct messages. Someone sent a friend request. This guy did. I'm going to accept it. Back in the day, you could just contact me whether you're my friend or not. I hate that you have to friend me nowadays. So here's Jeff. Let me type in Jeff, because this looks an awful lot like he placed a daytime order. If he did, I wonder if I should open it or if he wants to wait for tomorrow. It says this last order was on April 22nd. I'm very confused by this. I'm very confused by this. I can't decide what to think about it. So that was April 22nd. That was a full 6 days ago. I feel like he just placed this one the other day and we fulfilled it. Prismatic Ascended, Tears of the Planet, Stellar Crown, Legacy. Yeah, I feel like we just did that one. I don't think that that's a real order. I feel like it maybe just got posted to my account as if it was a pending order and it finished today. Can you give me an excited scream so I can wake up? Oh my gosh, this scream is so exciting. Ah, how's that? Did that work? Here's Tyler Land. Tyler says 10 of the solo levelings and 1 round of US shipping. Yes, sir. Let me get a fresh box for you. Bear back. Now, this is for solo leveling 1, right? Okay, we got solo leveling 2 as well, okay? right, here we are. Ooh. 2 $15 battles would be fun. $15. All right. Oh. Mr. Tyler's new, and he got this. He got a nice hit in the daytime stream from the solo leveling boxes. Here we are. Let's start snipping. Okay. Snipping this. All these new Tylers. I'm loving it. I think Tyler's loving the low price on these solo leveling 1 boxes. These are really low priced. Show us Sungjin Woo. Oh, one thing I should show you guys is that I'm going to create a link in the Breaks History channel. Duh. Gotta remember to do this after every big break. It's going to say, Master Ball Sylveon. Pulled by who? Alex. And pulled when? Before 26 minutes. All right, there it goes. Now, jump back over here. You know, I think my brain didn't want to write that down because it knew you all were here. Everyone who was in it was already in the stream, but it's good to have like a history of when it went off. Here's Sungjin Woo. Whoa. There we go. Alex USB all in chat. Yes, I am. Where are all the 6s? Here's... So this packet has no hit card in it. Here's Yujin Sung. Here's Sungjin Woo. The best pull, of course, is the signature Sungjin Woo card. There we are. So, Mr. Tyler, you still got a chase card to go after in this set. All right. Here's Choi Jong-in. Oh. Here's Gogun Hee. All right, Gogun Hee. He's S rank. Cha Hei In. She can smell you. All right, here's the promo. This is a bonus because you bought a whole box. And it is Woojin Chol. Woojin Chol. Okay. Here's a cold one. And another cold one. And another cold one. All right, we'll pop this over here. Thank you so much, Mr. Tyler. How much of this do you think you opened today? About 3 boxes? I think our price is maybe cheaper than even the internet eBay price. So these are pretty cheap right now. We're just giving them away. Let's see, where we put your bag? Where we put your bag? Oh, right, because your name's spelled slightly differently. Here it is. All right. Now, let's go get you a label. I'm going to start by resetting our shipping software. That's step number 1. Always runs better after we reset it. How much did you say grading was? If you want to send it to PSA, it's $45. I think you kind of have to send it to PSA. So if you want to send in $45, I'll take your ingrid out of the bag. Tyler, did you want to ship out right now? Is that what you were intending? We are. Sometimes when people are new, they don't realize they don't have to do that right away. All right, I'm grabbing your address as it was typed into the website, and then I'm going to grab your email. Okay, and now we're going to change the weight of the bag and the dimensions, and we're going to hit print. We are verifying that we have up-to-date rates. I know you are. All right, there we go. So it's choosing a price for the label as we speak. I'm liking more. I just wanted to get it taken care of. Oh, I see. So maybe we won't ship this out yet. I'll just put shipping, there we go, on your bag name. So your bag name has shipping on it. All right, there you have it. I almost printed you a label. All right, so now we have gotten that out of the way. It is Mr. Oscar Sentis' turn. Oscar just sent an awful lot of money. Let's see what he wants. 4 Gen 3 packs and 2 surprise boxes. Oh, really? You got it, man. Surprise box number 1. And surprise box number 2. Compooter. Let's start snipping. Mr. Answer my question. What was your question? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Woohoo, I'm 41. You're 41. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It has the components of a sandwich. Meat, bread. You might have condiments. You might have onions. You could have tomatoes. You could have lettuce. It's kind of like a hot dog in the shape of a glizzy. Here we are. Kind of a sandwich in the shape of a glizzy. Technically, it could pass as a sandwich, but it identifies as a hot dog. The principle of sandwich is a meat between bread. Here we are. Oh, we already did that. I like to get it graded if you think it will grade. I definitely grade it, and it'll probably grade well. Those cards tend to grade pretty well. They're printed well. There we are. Send it on in, Mr. Starscream. Try to get you a 10. It's worth a lot more if it grades 10. All right, what we got here? Now, just be aware that PSA is taking forever, so you're signing up to have that card go into PSA for probably a while. There we are. Just how it is, I'm afraid. At my work, that was the question of the day, and everyone went to both sides. There we go. All right. I think that it could be considered a subset of the term sandwich. So a hot dog is a sandwich, but it's a distinctive sandwich known as a hot dog. I feel like Mr. knows about them scientists. Yeah, what do you guys think's happening with the scientists that disappeared? Who do you think kidnapped them? Did they get kidnapped? Did they get paid to leave? Did they get murdered? I think if they were murdered, you would have found one dead by now. So they were definitely kidnapped, at the very least. They were kidnapped or they were paid to go away. Paid to go to a new place. Kidnapped or paid. China. Could be China. All right. We are. They're all in Russia and China. That's what I'm saying. So China and Russia could have contacted them and say, hey, we're buying you guys out. How would you like $10 billion? We are. But I don't know. I feel like it's hard to convince people to leave their homeland for even $1 billion. But it's hard to say. Here's Dragonair. Oh, another Raichu. That's so weird. We just pulled one. Okay, Raichu. Here's, haha, Wigglytuff. This is my homeland. Yeah, the land where Homelander is. I just watched the next episode of The Boys, so we're caught up on it again. It is, here's a Rattata. A third Gengar. Wow, these boxes are treating you well. Lots of Gengars. I was wondering if you got my message. I was with my buddy, and we opened a Send a Hero 5 blister and sent $50 to a wrong person. So, I see how it is. So, that's Joseph Smith. I wasn't sure if you wanted to consider using it, since we are live now. But since you're coming in saying that you would still like the refund, I'll go get you refunded. Here's Machamp, Machoke, Mewtwo, Gengar. Look at that Gengar. There you go. Here's Aerodactyl. And another Gengar! Gengar Pikachu's got to be just around the corner, right? Like, there cannot be this many Gengars and there's no Gengar Pikachu. I mean, look at you. You're drowning in Gengars. How's that even possible? Look how many Gengars that is. He got this out of 2 boxes? Damn, bro. That's like 5 of these. That doesn't even seem real. What the hell? Oh, Zapdos. All right. Zapdos popping out. Resendez says, toss one of those and the binder break. I can do that for you. Here's Marowak. Here's Charizard. Rawr. Here's Graveler. Rawr. Here's Machoke. Stormy. Mr. Great. Who grades autos? Tag, PSA, or CGC? Well, as long as it's like a autograph from an actual famous person, I'm pretty sure most of them do. Mister's connection with Tag might have to do with the missing scientists. Yes, Tag is encapsulating them right now. Mr. Bond. You're short-sighted, Mr. Bond. We're dreaming of a new world. A world with perfect order in it. Woo. He used the words. Mr. Bond. Here I thought you were a smart man, but I can see now that you are a foolish policeman. Am I able to send $20 now and a $25 in a few days, or would you like me to just send it all at once? I would say you just wait and send it all at once. It's not a big deal. Here it is. Here's what I would do. I would send it before Saturday, because there's a chance the PSA submission goes out Saturday, okay? So that's what I would do. Okay, there's a Gengar. Oscar Resendez picking up a lot of Gengars. And he's generously donating one to the binder break. When will next month PSA and tag subs go out? Pretty soon, probably. Probably this weekend. I work on them every weekend. It's a lot more work than it looks like. It's a ton of work, because I send out my own cards too, and you got to prep them for a while. Wow, look at this, guys. Oscar Resendez. Sounds good. I should have it on Thursday for you. That's the plan. Sounds like a good idea. All right. Let's grab your bag. Ooh. So, no Pikachu Gengar, though. I just want to know, when are we getting Pikachu Charizard? Who won Tag Porygon? That's still running. So as soon as we hit 40 likes, we'll hand that out. All right, as soon as we hit 40 likes, there's Lightning for $40. Here's Snorlax, 25, 1 and 2. Here's a Psyduck. Here's Toxtricity. Toxtricity, was he a consign? No. Why is he he's in a really old sleeve. Huh. He's in a really old sleeve. So 4 of the Gem 3s. Gem 3s. Give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. And CGC Pikachu 9 tops in consignment. You got him in. So consignment card, huh? Need Mr. Mime Ash's mom first. Resend this. I think it has white chocolate in it. Are you more of a chocolate or dark chocolate kind of girl, Miss Six? Here's Sabrelage. Oops. Very good. And the Tombstone guy. That's a Gengar Master Ball. And Lycanroc. There we go. In what context? Cookies. In what context? What other context is there? Yeah. Like chocolate chips. White chocolate chips. There we go. Tyler! What is he saying? That is very uncouth. Top 9 consign Pikachu. Let's take a quick look at that from the channels. So, where we got Pikachu? Oh, yes, he's very nice. Just milk chocolate. What? That's such a basic cookie, bro. All right, you're not a white chocolate macadamia nut. That's Anthony Kalura. All right, so Anthony Kalura's Pikachu is on his way. Brett Love. Today's been a good day, or a good week even, for the consign slabs. They've been disappearing as fast as the scientists. Here we are. Are you more of a big chunk chocolate chip cookie girl, or are you more of a small, you know, like little itty bitty chocolate chip? So this is at 817. Okay. Plus 817. You know, ever since I hurt my throat that other night, that cough has returned. It's too bad. What's the number on this? 19? 19. There we go. Am I the only one here that doesn't eat candy, cake, and chocolate? Yeah, bro, you're a freaking weirdo, bro. Here we are. By Weiss Brown Dust. Oh, I don't eat anything good tasting. Okay. I'm only eating it because it's all I have, and I'm hungry. Melted small. Compooter, show me small melted chocolate chips. Pikachu tops sold. All right, that's completed. Compooter. All right. Oh. Ban that man. Compooter, what's the status on the Jungle Pack? Jungle Pack's pretty far along. Compooter. Oops. The pack splits. The banana splits. These two right here. Roaring Skies has 2 people in it. 8 more to go. Did I say Roaring Skies? That's just the baggie for Prima Clash. And then Jungle is halfway done. Okay. So for the slabs, are these ones that folks got graded, decided to sell? Sometimes when people have their cards graded at PSA, they decide they just want to sell it. And sometimes they just have me sell it. So that's true. All right. Yellow Deck Mr. Mime. How accurate is this price? Some tells me it's not going to sell. All right. Poker Mr. Mime. There's a green version of this card for sale for $300. We have the much more desirable yellow version here, but it does make me feel like it's too expensive. There it is. The poker cards are truly rare, unlike lots of other cards. Mr. grades a lot. We grade a lot. We're actually kind of running low on slabs. I think we have to increase our output. Sent for a spot in each. Okay. We got a fresh price on this. Oh, and it's pop 6. So the 6 down here refers to the population. If you see a number on the right side of the card, it's the population. Thank you, Mr. Oscar Resendez. Now we have an order from Adam Mundorf, who says 10 of the 151. Surprise. I was talking to Karis about what we could do different on the stream, and I think it would be funny if we held like auctions every like Friday or something. And if I like took time learning to do one of those auctioneer voices, like, $1, $1. Do we got $2? That kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Imagine we did one of those. How funny would that be? I'm going to really make some and see what happens. Okay. No offense. I would love it. I think it would be funny even if we just did it like for some unimportant, you know, like nothing really crazy. But imagine like you could send a card in to consign and then we could do it in auction that way. That'd be really funny. All right, so here's I just don't think that this channel would be very good for auctions ultimately because we only have like, look, we only have 61 people here. But you never know, maybe it would attract more people. There's Jigglypuff. Here's Electrode. Ho ho. Here's Raichu, Vaporeon, Marishmack, Ditto. Oh, Shiny Kadabra. Wow, I feel like we haven't seen this one either. And Nidoking. I'm down only if we get Mr. Marcus, the auctioneer. You gotta become a one-notch streamer. Start scamming kids out of very overpriced cards. Hell yeah, dude. Here we are. Oh, you pulled that Gengar. Listen, bro, I didn't even mean to sell that box, so I think we should do what's fair for everyone, and I'm just gonna keep that Gengar, but you can have everything else, okay, bro? Can't believe that really happened. Man, you guys gotta have poo for brains. Actually, that should have been my Gengar. Ken Golden. There we go. There we go. Mayo mustard popsicle. Ugh. That sounds really not so good. Thank you, Mr. Adam. 6 says she'll take 1 life custom. All right, Miss 6. You got a pokey, I got a pokey, honey. You got a pokey, I got a pokey, babe. Compooter. Show me some cool guys opening Pokemon cards. Oh, look at you. You pull a little timber. That's nice. Very good. Little bonus card there, 6. Okay. Look at that. That's an AR. Live customs. Grr. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm down there, 6. All right, here it is. The repricing of the Magikarp. That's Pokemon Red Magikarp. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. So this is correct at $1,000. It really is just a very expensive card. Wow, wow, wow. People want Magikarp. Team Rocky Grunt, 1 Poke Shuffle. Yes, sir. Okay. Chocolate dipped mushrooms are not bad. Yeah. You're a big fan of chocolate dipped mushrooms, huh? Nacho cheese Doritos with banana is good. Compooter. Show me the most gross flavor combinations ever. Alright, 1 Poke Shuffle. It is just $5, but he really could snipe something out of the box. It happens. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1 Larvitar. Alright. Nothing crazy this time. This Toxtricity is pretty cool. Rebel Clash. What's he going for? Rebel Clash. Toxtricity. 75 is correct. 75 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I draw the line at prawns. You mean shrimp? You don't like shrimp? Who here doesn't like shrimp? There it is. Number 196. Toxicity. And it's going to say P10. Fish are friends, not food. Who here can't handle shrimp? Shrimp's like the chicken of the ocean. Whoa, prawns and shrimp are different. Are they actually? I've never heard of that. There we go. All right. Next up, we've got an order from Marius Larson. 1 spot in Primal, 1 spot in Jungle. Okay. Can't handle shrimp. My kind of women. Shrimp is the slugs of the... Oh, right. We got to get your money back. Shrimp is the slugs of the sea. Hold on. I forgot. Joseph Smith is over here teasing me. Yes. Well, if you didn't want any, why are you wearing that outfit? Hmm? Okay. Chocolate dipped chicken feet with eggs. Yeah. That's pretty normal. Let's see. We're backing out of this. PayPal very badly trying to make me create like a login thing. It's driving me nuts. Wait, did we get another payment from Joseph Smith? He sent in $2. He says, all right, I will send you a tip just for being 6's type. Oh, thanks, man. Yes, we got to process the refund. Where is it? Here it is. So the PayPal transaction fee for this is $1.50, but you just sent me $2, so that is already covered. Let's go ahead and issue a refund on the whole thing. I tried chicken feet. The texture was delicious, says Cactuar Queen. She's a big fan. We are. She's a big fan. I'm a big jet engine. So, Mr. Marius. Okay. Marius Larson. Compooter. Show me Itachi Uchiha. Thick shrimp and mayonnaise. Who doesn't like shrimp? It's mayo-tastic, and we make everything mayo. Let's start a mayo food truck. All right, there we go. Okay, that's all done. We're caught up with those. Oscar Ascendez is next. He says, the Battle Snorlax. Can we do a quick 6-person giveaway? The Battle Snorlax as a giveaway. You got it. By the way, here is the 420 friendly Oddish. He's just waiting for more people to join. All right. Okay, there's a Snorlax. Oscar's just having some fun in here, isn't he? Can't come on. But as long as it's not defeat. Aha! The Oscar giveaway. Raw fish on your pizza could be good, I guess. O is for Oscar. Type in Oscar if you want into this giveaway. Mr. Oscar, you've had some giveaways too this month. Why is this month so weirdly generous? So this is 194 plus 50, which makes it 244. Right, he's at 244. Wild. Formerly owned by Austin Albert. Oh yeah, this was the gentleman who was trying to get some money together for some serious bills, apparently. I think that was his last card. So I think they're all sold now. I'm sending you a big smooch. There. All right, we'll set that there. We'll set this here. Well, let's go ahead and grab this. $37. $202. So let me go ahead and contact him now. Okay, let me hit send on this. Land O'Lakes makes butterballs now, and people are eating them in videos like they are candy. I mean, they are candy. This music makes me feel like I'm at the dentist office. What? Now, this is Minecraft, bro. They don't play Minecraft at the dentist office. That would be too cool. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so Tammy made it in. Do, 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 do. We're going to say Tammy. Tim. How'd you make it in there, Tammy? Alex made it in too, actually. Look at that. Alex, moderators doing a good job getting themselves into these giveaways. Shinobi. And Carlton Wicks. And AOG. You're in the last one, AOG. You know, it's the people who are really consistent. They get into these giveaways. And Ryzen. Landing on 3, that's Mr. Shinobi. All right, all yours, Shinobi, a gift from Mr. Oscar. That's giveaway number 1. If you guys want a second giveaway, get us to 40 likes. Okay, here's Shinobi. Ooh. Oh. Here's Light Flareon. He used to cost $800. Let's see what he costs now. The cheapest Light Flareon is now $1,100. Whew. He is definitely really expensive. We once broke one of these Light Flareons for $400, and somebody complained about it because they thought it was kind of expensive, and now the card is $1,000. Like, nope, not even slightly expensive actually. You're getting it for a deal at $400. Okay. I should have 2 of those Light Flareons, so when the other guy pops up, we'll know. By the way, there was an auction of this card recently tonight. What did this card go for? I put mine at 3.6 thousand, which is kind of high. It's like a Flareon, but it's light. I think this is under watch list. Look at that. So this just went in auction for 2.5. You know, 3.6 was just kind of a guess. That's pretty close. I mean, it's off by 1,000, but, you know, once you get into those big numbers, things feel different. Hit refresh. Looks like we're all caught up on orders. Is that right? Okay, I had a great stream. See you guys later. No, send in an order if you guys want to keep going. Well, it looks like what I should do next is probably show off some of the breaks. Let's assess them. So, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt sold me this Card Wars back, and now he's in the Poke Shuffles, believe it or not. He's an unrerollable item. And then we've got this Minecraft box break. This is a 1 in 4 for $40. If you get pulled in here, you can open all the Minecraft packs. There's like 18 of them. It's a lot. So it'll be like a whole box opening of those. I thought that would be very fun. This, I just have to keep this laying around in case someone actually pulls it from the Poke Shuffles. There's the new Astro Radiance box break. Not a lot of people rushing into this. That's too bad. Astro Radiance is pretty cool. The price is good. Take a look at it online. It's a good price on the break. Okay. Maybe I should host another Destined Rivals box break, but make it like 25 spots or something. I wonder if that would move faster. Here's Sanrio Blau. Here's Magnezone. Look at that Magnezone. Here's Palace Athene. And Charizard. He's expensive. Brain rot is big with the younger gen. I think it's funny. They think it's funny. Mister, where did Rand go? He just diseased. Doesn't even post in food anymore. I don't know. I actually do not know. I hope he's doing well. I'd like to hear from him again. I'm have sip of this. Excuse me. Whew. Let's jump back over here. Just hit refresh. Mister still didn't hit the C line. Art. So we're doing that. I showed off the box breaks over there, and now there's these reoccurring breaks, like the binder break that just received a new Gengar. And this over here, this is our, oh look, they're both at 14. This is the Jumbo Pack Break, which has a Mr. Scott Benz in it. We need 3 more people for this to go off. It's a lot of fun. It's very entertaining when the Jumbo Pack Break goes off. All right, the giveaway for new people. So if you're a new guy, we got a giveaway for you. Let's put a card in there. We're going to load up this Charmander. If you're a brand new buyer, we got this Charmander right here. Okay, go collect that. Place your first time order. Check out the website or the description of the live stream. Those are 2 different ways to pay, but they both work. Brain rot mid. Let's see. Mister, you're sleeping on brain rot. Get those breaks going. Yeah, we have one very big break over here making progress. Big breaks like this definitely make progress more on the weekend, I feel. But here's the trade break for the Deoxys. So, you know, when there's no orders in the queue, it's a great time to try and trade into the trade card. That's a really cool one, by the way. You guys ever thought about that? Look at this. This card's pretty rare. You want to see how rare this is? Not a lot of people own this. I have 1 in a 10. Come on now. Caputo. Show me this Pokemon card price. Do you guys get this security verification from PSA now? Takes forever. Okay. Look at this. You ready? You're going to be surprised by this. This is Mint 9, Population 5, with the PSA pop higher of 1, which means the one I own is the one that's the pop higher. Does it get any more rare than that? I actually don't know. That's about as rare as it gets. Pretty crazy. So you may be unfamiliar with this because it's actually so rare, everyone's unfamiliar with it. That is from 2015, though. That's a serious card. Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday? Man, the weekend's already going by, isn't it? So there's the Mew. Here are the 2 pack splits. These just moved, so this is at 6. It's more than halfway done. And this is at 3 now, I think. Those are fun. We still have a giveaway for tonight. It's this full art card right here. Mark's giving it out. And It's a PSA 10, so that's nice. We just got to hit about 40 likes, and we'll get to that. Here is the Oddish, the 420 Oddish. I think it's time to host some new breaks from the look of it. We could use a new consign break. Do we have any interesting consign cards? Let's see. Consignment. So Pikachu's done. A lot of girls in that channel. Not a lot of Pokemon left. Yeah, not a lot of Pokemon left. I see there's a little bit of Pokemon, but it looks like it's time for me to start whipping out my own stuff. Ready? Gym break. Yeah, you want a gym break? If you see something you want to turn it into a gym break, all you got to do is mention. I'll do it for you. You can also host gym breaks on boxes or booster packs, like right here. This is a 3-spot gym break, $34, 1 and 3. If 3 people jump in this, we'll run it with 3 people playing. And if you win, not only do you get the box, but your scorecard gets 2 points because you beat 2 people. So that's a gym break. And while you're thinking about that, why don't I think about picking out a new break? Let's see. The things we could be breaking. How about, Compooter. Show me classic Pikachu. Now, wait a second. This might actually be kind of expensive is the only problem, this Pikachu. I remember this now. Did you guys ever take a look at this card? Look how nice this card is. Oh my god, dude. Beautiful. Wow. Now, but I think this is getting increasingly expensive is the problem. Let's take a quick look. Classic. Pikachu. Japanese. Okay. Dear lordy, man, the cheapest one is $4.50. He's not even considered a lightning break anymore. That would be 11.25 spots just to cover the base price. Wow. Crazy. I don't know how popular he would be. He's also another modern card, and we already have Mew running. So, here, let me move this down here. All right, 1 and 12 on this on the bottom left-hand corner. That helps me understand it. All right, so next time we don't gotta wait as long. We do have a quick order, though. Let's take care of these orders real fast so that you guys don't. I need to look up this Compooter. Compooter. Here's Mr. Eddie Mendoza. Shipping, I have a couple bags and slabs. Please check my bags for any cards for a trade spot. Yes, all right, so Mr. Eddie. Here's an Eddie Mendoza little bag. Eric, Evan. You said you got a couple bags, huh? Ernesto, Estuardo, Eric Colburn. Move this out of the way. Erky, Edgar Gonzalez. Aha, Eddie Mendoza. Right there. Is that just bulk? Huh. Okay. So there's 2 baggies. Eddie, Edward, Edgar, Edward, Elijah, Edward, Elijah, Elizabeth. Boy, we haven't heard from Elizabeth in a while. Anything over here? Lorenzo. Who's this? Lewis. Some of these L guys have taken a break, I guess. We used to get a lot of orders from these L guys. Oh, I'll use both hands. Got it. It's so hard to search through the bag sometimes. Ethan, Ernest, Eric, and... Okay. And anything over there? Just looking all over for you. All right. So it appears to be these 2 bags, and you got all this bulk. So interesting. Okay, I'm going to split that into 2 bags anyways. But this bag seems to be one-piece cards. Looks like most likely you opened up OP13 English. And you must have opened them at a time period when it was just dastardly expensive. And so as a result of that, we said, why don't you keep the bulk? So that's likely what happened there. And then over here, you've got... I wouldn't say you have enough to break into a spot on the Joker. Don't need the bulk, by the way. All right, that's what I was feeling too. Because that set kind of spiked real high, and then it came back down to earth. It's a more normal set now. These 2 cards were likely there just to give your bag stability, so let's put that there. That has to have come from a break or something. That Pikachu, I bet he was a bonus pull from a break. Our nighttime stream is going to be a regular thing again. No, I was just thinking of doing it this one last night, and then it's over. So you got a thinner bag once the bulk comes out. Okay. There it goes. All right. Maybe me and Lucas launch for the trades. Got 2 one-piece alt-arts and leader. Ooh, that might work. Tossing that. All right, so Eddie Mendoza, you're left with this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and make you a label. You no doubt want that Rayquaza home. That was a really big pull. So Miss Alexis is coming in on Tuesday because we had the bad, scary, you know, tornado warning today. So I told her she didn't have to come in today. I have a slab I want to trade in for that Deoxys. Could you check my slab, says Mr. Marius, a Deoxys spot. So you got a slab you want to trade in. Is there any chance it's still up here? Like, did you get it yesterday? When did you get this slab? Anytime we do stuff with the slabs, it's a lot of work because I have to run all the way down to the shipping area. And my house is officially large enough that that takes a while. It takes like a minute or two. It is. I know that sounds silly, but by the time I come back, we've lost viewers. I go on a journey. I would trade 2 for the alts and the leader. All right, let me look at Lucas Launch real fast here. Here's a Lucas Launch. It's just got 1 card in it. You must have 2 baggies. Aha, 2 baggies. Lucas Launch. This one's older, so this baggie here is older. So we'll get rid of the older baggie. All right. And what do we have here? We've got Nami, this guy, and these 2 guys, and this guy. There we go. The rest of these are just hollows. You're wanting to trade these in for 20 bucks? Is that what you're offering? Only problem is one piece is kind of not doing as well as it was like a second ago. And I'm pretty sure these 2 guys aren't super popular. It is. I think because I'm not very good at One Piece, maybe I should hold off on it in this case. I'm not very good at One Piece, so I'm worried that I don't understand the trade very well. It is. But you got to see what was in your bag. So that's kind of nice. Okay, got your bags combined too. Toss that over there. Eddie's label is done. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. And we also have an order over here from Mr. Oscar. Korean Rocket Box for people who buy tonight. Whoa. Wow, that's really generous. Oscar's just feeling like giving stuff away tonight. Jesus, dude. All right, so Mr. Oscar. How do you want that handed out? All to one guy, or do you want it spread out? Like 1 pack per order, $20 minimum kind of situation. The blue guy is nearly $20. Why is this music so good? It's Taco Tuesday. Compooter, show me Taco Tuesday. The blue guy, huh? It's an interesting proposition, Mr. Lucas. Right now, I'm having trouble moving any of my one-piece slabs. What do you guys think? You think it's a worthwhile trade? Spread it, mister. Spread it. All right, you got it, man. So to get this booster pack of Team Rocket, you must purchase from hence point on a minimum $20 order tonight. All right. You get a bonus rocket pack. compliments of Mr. Oscar. All right. Show me 2 tacos doing it. Huh. Okay. Whoa. Let's get an expensive slab up here. So tonight we are rotating pricey slabs now. That's Jack of Clubs Lily, a card that's, once again, pretty damn rare. These poker cards can be really rare. But it looks like there is a much cheaper Lily right now. So here's a Lily in Canada. Oh, am I going to recognize this guy? No, I don't recognize him. So this guy wants to sell his Lily for just $347, huh? Plus import fees. How many of these does he own? Just one? And then there's one in Italy for $375. And then there's one for $8,000. That doesn't make any sense. Well, ours is not in Canada. Ours is in the USA, which is nice. So let's do a quick calculation on import fees. Okay, so with import fees, it's $400. How bad is this sleeve? So this price will update from 1.2 thousand, which probably was the price I had before I had any competition. This is going to have a dramatic improvement in price to 400. What do you guys think? You think this would be a good break? Lightning break? I don't think it would go fast enough, actually. It's too niche. But it is kind of a waifu card. We don't really have a waifu break right now. What do you guys think of this one as a lightning break? You think that one would suck? Look at that, Lily. That's good stuff, I think. And it's only pop 29. It's a rare card. Is that right? Is it pop 29? Gum Rocket. Maybe he's moving fast. Luffy Chew. What would win in a fight? A Beef Supreme Taco or a Seattle Dog? Beef Supreme Taco or Seattle Dog. They're both equally disgusting. I would like to be Mr. when I grow up. Oh, yeah? Let's see. You're the man. I can accept it as PayPal. Here's Mr. Albert Austin. He's very happy that I finished selling his cards. So now he will be paid out $202. He just gave me the address. How about that? Coming over here. Oh, hi, Mark. That card was not selling for $1,200 in any universe. I don't know. I mean, what if there were infinite numbers of universes? I think you're taking that statement to too much of an extreme. There was probably a universe where somebody was like, oh, I'll take that, Lily. What do you think? Oops. I'm going to hit send money. This is the part where I give back the money I thought I had. So this goes to Mr. Austin, $202. And we're hitting next. I'm sending it friends and family to him, so he gets the money immediately with no fees. Send. All right. So, Austin Albert is paid out. He knows I paid him out, so I'm just going to throw this away. I don't think we need to track that anymore. All right, good. Brian Froon's trying to sob away the Lily Jack poker, if okay. Compooter. I don't know. If okay. Let me see what I last paid on one of these. Give me a second here, because I think I've bought one before. Even in this universe, if Pokemon stays on the same path, that Lily one can one day be a $10,000 card. Well, I think I've sold one for $600 in the past. That's the thing. I tell you what, I'll allow it this one time, Mr. Brian Froond. Just because I have a lot of cards right now. All right. You guys know there are new rules for slab away, right? Mega slabs. Did you guys read about that update? Mega slabs is any slab over $1,500. That's going to say May 26, Brian Farund, PSA 10, Lily, $400, 380 remaining. There you go, Brian. Mega slabs. The only really big difference is you can't extend them without paying 10% on the remaining balance. So after 6 months, if you want to keep extending it to another 6 months, you get to pay out a pretty big fee on the remaining balance, 10%, just like a bank loan. All right. So that's because we got to get paid. We got to get these cards paid off. Here's Hedison, PSA 10, Weiss Schwarz, code word. Weiss Schwarz, code word. Oh, Hedison, that's already sold. I'm sorry, I might have left it in the Discord server. Let me look it up. So apparently that was popular. I'm sorry, that one already sold. Okay, can you give me an example, please? Any red label slabs excluded from that? Probably not. So, Mr. Eddie Mendoza, all slabs over the price of $1,500 are expected to be paid down in 6 months, and then if you want to extend it for 6 more months, that is a full year, that's fine. But we got to take the remaining balance and do 10% of it. So let's say you have a $1,500 slab, 6 months is approaching, you have $300 left, you do 10% of $300, so the extension would be $30. Really not that crazy, actually. But it does get crazy when you have a slab that's worth like $7,000 and you don't really want to pay much of it. You just kind of want to hang on to it for a year. And, you know, so I'm putting pressure to get it paid down faster. That's really what it is. Because I could just take that very same slab and list it on eBay. And it probably would sell on eBay. And I'm very aware of this because I've been selling cards on eBay now. Edison Vasquez. He says, shoot. I'm sorry, man. If you want, I can have you hold on to this for a minute, and you can see if there's another card that you'd like to replace it with. If I can talk here. It is 37. So you have a store credit card. I love poker Pokemons. Yeah, I do too, actually. So here's this guy. Used to be 800. Now he's 1,000. So this guy would not be considered a mega slab. He's just a standard slab away. So it just affects really expensive slabs. I want them paid down faster, not slower. It's a lot of money, and you're kind of blocking me from being able to put them on eBay if I really wanted to. I do have expensive cards on eBay right now. One of them sold for $10,000 recently, a big Gengar, and I don't want to wait, you know, a full year for the second Gengar to sell for $7,000. It's just such a bad setup. It's a bad deal for me. There's a time cost of money situation going on there. That's fair, and also protects your profits. Yeah, well, it's about the sooner I get paid out, the sooner I can go buy a new thing so that I don't miss out on the market. But if I have to wait a whole year, then I don't get that cash and I can't buy anything. So, and that's fine, but you're going to have to pay 10% interest on making me wait on the card to sell. 10% is not even a lot compared to how fast the Pokemon market's been moving. Pokemon market's been moving much faster than 10%, so it's still pretty generous in my opinion, unless we're in a Pokemon crash. But if we're in a crash, I can change it. You know, I can get rid of that rule. So, and I think that's what the banks do too. The banks actually change their rates based on the market. So that's why I need to start doing. My rates need to be based on the market. Here we go, Mr. Marius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cold ones. Marius Larson, 5 cold Pokey Shuffles. Darn. Okay. All right. Mr. Marius' turn is over. We're hitting refresh on the website. Gosh dang it, says Marius. Yeah, here's Tifa. Here's Regigigas for 140 because he's pristine. Here's Mr. Jake, let's play. Here's Sadok. Here's Super Mario Brothers. Boop, 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 boop. And Halo Master Chief. Professor Oak. Raku. Ah, Raku. All right. So now I can take a picture of these and pull them down. This is all going to be the Z box. Slab Away. Slab Away has been very popular for a long time. It's almost like this really low interest way to pay down a slab without affecting your credit score, without having a catastrophe, like you can back out of it, you know, without getting in trouble. And so it's been this super popular thing for many years. But you know, Pokemon's changed a lot over the years. Back when we started it 6 years ago, you know how cheap cards were back then? They were cheap. So most slab aways really weren't that much money. Now they're all starting to get expensive. Anything important is expensive now. Like the Light Dragonite, 2.4 thousand. So it's starting to look like a real financial transaction, not just a little fun thing anymore. It's starting to look like a serious business kind of situation. Does that 2040 Slabaway purchase get me into the special giveaway? Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Actually, you guys, I forgot about that. Hold on, wait a second. So who actually went first there? Give me a second here. I forgot about that. So you would go first, actually. Mr. Brian Friend. Here you go. Very nice. If you need to get your collections back, mister, just send me in. Oh, yeah? You're going to break some knees? I've had to do that before. I've had to break some knees before for guys who have done some bad things to me. And you got to put on your mafia hat and be like, hey, I know where you live. I know your name. I know everything about you because of the internet. And you're going to pay me back because you're going to hate it if you don't. And I've had situations, not too many, I'll mention that, not too many, but that does happen on an occasion. And you just kind of got to nudge the person real hard and be like, you know, do the right thing, pay your bill. That sometimes works very quickly. All right, let's see. All right. I've learned a lot over time. I really have. One of the major things I've learned over and over again, if somebody's having payments that are sort of like bouncing or like they're turning into pending orders, you just don't mess with pending orders. The most recent guy who, very nice, Mr. Brian. The most recent guy who stung me with the pending orders, he lives in San Francisco, and I had to fight him like crazy to get any money back. And he was buying a bunch of MetaZoo, and the order would go pending and bounce. And then he'd be like, oh, you know, it's just a security issue on my end. It was not a security issue. He was lying, because if it was a security issue, he would have easily paid it back, but he wouldn't. So it was something else. Hedison Vasquez, even though that slab you tried to order is gone, I'm going to get you a pack too. Yeah, he spent thousands on MetaZoo products. So I was stuck holding the bag on a bunch of MetaZoo stuff. You are? Can't you sue them for that? Technically, I can. I don't always bother, though. It depends on... It's like case by case. Like, it depends. Did I ship you the product, or do I still have the product? All right, Hedison, you got a cold pack. And then also, Marius Larson, you get a pack. This is compliments of Mr. Oscar Sendes. Free booster packs tonight. So this is for you, Mr. Marius. Yeah, it depends. Do I have the product, or do you have the product? So one thing you can't do is have me ship you the product and then somehow try to charge it back too. Like that's a huge no-no. You get in big trouble for that. That one's easy. But, you know, sometimes I've still got the product and there's a little tug of war going on. But that one happened like over a year ago. So we've been flying pretty well. I mean, I think most people in here are honest, good people, and we just have a lot of... I mean, I know it's that way because we haven't had a chargeback in over a year. Did you guys know that? I mean, you can't sue them for threatening you. Oh, they don't threaten me. No, I actually, that's not true. I have been threatened before. Yeah, I have been threatened before. But nothing's ever really happened. Let me put this down for a second. Why is that card in the expensive slab box? He was only $190 from the looks of it. But that one's going to get repriced. All right, let's see what the next order is. Abraham Ramos is in. He says, slab away $150, Abraham Ramos. All right, you've got the Ancient Mew, and he's almost done. So I imagine you do not want to miss it on this one. Let's go ahead and say 620 minus 150, which is 470. All right, 470. Boom. All right, very nice. You should have sent the mods. We live near San Francisco. No, that I would never like expose a person's address. That's inappropriate. I would never dox somebody. So if he didn't intend for you to have his address, you would never receive it from me. Okay, and here's an order on the website next. Oh, no, wait a second. But before we do that, let's get Mr. Abraham a little pack. Which Ancient Mew is that? The good one, the vintage one. He had it put in the slab away. Here it is. Cold. All right, there we go. Yeah, we don't do anything crazy or irresponsible over here. Not allowed. I'm all about slow and steady wins the race, you know. We have Mr. Nathan Mitchell. Hello, Nathan. How are you today? He wants 3 of the 151 surprise. All right, so I know we're going to need this. And we're going to need this. Do you have a Mega Slab channel on Discord to look at? We have something called the Pricey Slab channel, and you'll notice it's blank. It's empty right now. So what we'll be doing is putting pricey slabs into that as we go in a minute here. All right. Gonna turn this into my waifu pillow soon. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. There's that cough. Very good. I burned my windpipe the other day, and now I've been coughing for like a week. I will never forget that CGC Pristine 10 Mew I got from $500. I love it so much. Nice. Did you ever get the product you ordered from that one supplier in Japan? Not truly, no. He's basically a scammer. And I guess what I could do is I could open up a whole bunch of police reports and stuff like that on him. What do you guys think? Should I go through hell and go crazy on him? Yeah, let's see. Here's Marowak. He's a bad person. There's just no way around it. He's a fully bad person. And Vaporeon, I know he is. There we go. People who do this kind of stuff, you know, they always have like 100 excuses, but it's like in the end they're taking your money. It's like, yeah, we are Marowak, Mr. Nathan. Yes, you should. The only trouble is it's tricky, right? So he's got me at a threshold where if I hire like a Japanese lawyer to actually go after him, there's not like any money left over after, let's say, the lawyer wins. There's no money left over. So, because what he did was he did send me some more product. That's what he did. So this guy, he sent me more product, but he didn't fulfill the entire order. He partially fulfilled it. And so now I'm looking at wanting to recoup the last remaining amount, which might equal about $2,000. But it's like, you know, if I hire a lawyer, I just don't know if it's going to be so many work hours from me. And my work hours are valuable, by the way. When I'm working, doing my work over here, those are valuable hours. I'm very productive. It's like I almost wish I could just hand it off to like some kind of team, and it's sort of like a recoup your money team, and they can be paid to go handle all that. But even then, I think they would have to be paid, and it's like, so it's interesting. There's a threshold where it's not as valuable for me to pursue it too hard. Here's Mr. Nathan with an N. It depends on how difficult it is. So some cases are very easy to pursue, like domestic ones here in the United States. But he's all the way in Japan, and the details of our case between us is so messy, it would take so long to sort out. It's kind of unfortunate for me. Here we are. I think if I could do it all differently, I would. I wouldn't have been so nice to him early. I'd have been much meaner to him earlier. I would have said, look, you didn't fulfill this on time. Go ahead and refund the whole thing. We're done doing business. That's what should have happened. But I was trying to give him a lot of leeway because it's rare to find a supplier with good prices. And he had good prices. Of course, maybe the reason for that is because he wasn't very good at business. Let's see. He had good prices, but bad shipping. And I think what happened is I think he lost a lot of money. And so he didn't want to fulfill my order because he would just go further in the hole. I think he initially lost a lot of my product, and it was unrecoverable. Did you need a new bag? Nathan Mitchell? Oh, also, let's get you one of these. How did you pay him? Can you dispute it? It's complex. Do you want the whole story? So basically, I was paying him on an app called Wise, and not PayPal Wise. But it wouldn't matter even if it was on PayPal because these products are like 2 years old. He didn't fulfill it for like over a year and a half. Pretty sure it's a full 2 years. And what happened was I was just buying a ton of product from him, and then he never fulfilled it. And we were discussing. I was like, hey, where's all this product I bought from you? And he's like, here's the tracking number. He shows me the tracking number. There's my name, Derek Caton. And underneath it says California. I'm not in California. So it turns out he had shipped all my stuff to some guy in California by mistake. It was a shipping mistake. It was like $10,000 of product. It was a lot of stuff. So he said, oops, I'm going to get that back. That's what he said, right? But I don't think he did. I suspect he never got it back. And then I said, well, when are you going to fix this? And he's like, oh, we're fixing it. But they just weren't. And so, you know, he was just kind of keep telling me, oh, yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. That dragged on for like a year. And then I told him, well, I tell you what, you know, you're a distributor. You get this product pretty cheap when it's new. Here's black and white coming out. Just send me some black and white to replace the other cases, the missing cases. So I give him a favorable conversion into black and white because I just want to do something to get some of my money back. And he agrees to that. And then he ships out some replacement rounds of black and white. But guess what? Only half of it makes it to me because he didn't pay import duties and he didn't charge me import duties either. So no one contacted me, not the shipping company, not him. No one contacted me. No one told me I had import duties. And he and I had never discussed who owes the import duties. Now, of course, this is a little bit complicated because at the time, Trump was implementing new import duties that we'd never had in the U.S. before. So nobody really understood like what you were supposed to do. No one knew how it was going to work. Anyways, he used DHL, and I guess he was supposed to pay it on his side, and he didn't. So half of it got returned to him, and then he's like, yeah, it's stuck in customs. We'll just ship it back out. A year later, he had not shipped it back out. So that's the crux of the problem. I received half of the product that was already a loss. It was a conversion of a bunch of previous lost product. He lost a ton of money on shipping, I'm sure, because shipping this product's not cheap. So he shipped it out, it returned. He's got to ship it out again. So what he's done is he's done a last round of shipping of product to me, and he only fulfilled like 1/3 of the missing product. Where did all the other stuff go? He probably sold it, or he wants to keep it, whatever it is. But he didn't reship the initial shipment. And, you know, he just does a lot of tricks that suck. Like, he's supposed to be sending fresh cases, but he was sending instead loose boxes, which those aren't the premium that we agreed on, because there's a premium to sealed cases. Loose boxes are cheap. So, you know, he was cutting corners like that. He did that to me once or twice, and I was real angry about it. And I'm like, I can't buy from this guy anymore. You know, so he just got worse and worse and worse. He didn't ship the last stuff out until I threatened. I said, listen, man, you got to do the last stuff, or I'm about to become your biggest nightmare when it comes to, you know, I'm going to apply for every single thing I'm allowed to apply for to get my money back or to get my product back. Then he finally ships, and it's not all of it. And it's like, okay, what do we do now? Do we fight him still? Or do we just go, you know, learning moment? But the learning moment was that all the way, like almost 2 years ago, when he screwed up and he sent that product to California, I should have said, stop what you're doing and refund all my cash. That's what I should have told him. I said, stop what you're doing, refund all my cash, or I'm opening a dispute. And then I could have just disputed him. He would have lost the dispute, and I would have received my cash back. That would have saved me. Instead, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to work with him. I wanted a working relationship with him because that kind of stuff just happens, you know. Mistakes happen, and maybe he's still hardworking. Maybe it's just a one-time thing, but this was not a one-time thing. This was, he just ended up being kind of a crappy situation all the way through. All right. And as a result, I lost thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars. Here's Mr. Oscar, because we lost all the sales on the original product that never arrived. There was all this hot product that I never got. Everyone was just sitting around waiting for me to receive it, and I just never got it from them. And then I had to order it late from someone else. So I missed out on all those sales for like months. My competitors had it. The internet had it. I didn't have it. So that was opportunity cost. He lost me thousands in lost sales. And then, yeah, and I just never received them. They went up in value, and then we converted it into black and white, and I didn't receive that either. So I didn't receive the appreciation and value on any of that product. And then I didn't get all the black and white. It was just terrible. Rest of 151 surprise, says Mr. Oscar Resendez. You got it, man. It was just terrible, guys. That was one of my biggest issues of the last year, 2 years, was this Japanese supplier. So, yeah. You know, you think when you're dealing with Japanese supplier that they're all like Onabrew and stuff like that. Not true. Not true. They can be scam artists. They can be talk. Oh, I'll ship it. I'll ship it. No, they're not. He's just, what he's doing is he's getting you to not charge back. That's what he kept saying. He kept saying, I'll ship it. I'll ship it. I'll ship it. And he succeeded in getting me to not do a chargeback. I should have set a line in the sand and said, hey, this is 2 months late. Dispute time, baby. Dispute time right now. We're not waiting 3 months. And again, that's a learning mistake on my side. The moment you do that, the moment you open a dispute, you're not having a relationship anymore. And so you lose a very valuable partnership. And so I just didn't want that. What I wanted was the partnership. Now that partnership is over anyways, and he's like a nightmare. Ooh, Jigglypuff. So Oscar's sniping this box of 151. Here you go, Mr. Oscar. Just got on his ring cam, Mr. and say, I'm Harry Dresden now. Open up. Open up! All right. That's one of the funniest things I've seen this year. Here. Here's Val Plume. That guy's going to go down in history. Major internet meme. Here's Nidoran. That's horrible. That's what scares me when I get stuff from Japan or any country. Yep. I deal with that kind of stuff. I deal with, Here's Chansey. Sometimes I quietly deal with stuff and I work and fight it quietly, passively in the background. Here's Articuno and Charmeleon. Ooh. So you do pick up a Charizard and a shiny Jigglypuff. That's not bad. Compooter. There we go. Here's Oscar Resendez. Yeah, you should have heard the messages he was sending me. He was talking all kinds of bullcrap. He was saying stuff like, "Oh, well, we're having a audit right now by the government, and so as a result, we're not allowed to ship you any product." I was like, "What are you talking about? Audits don't mean you can't ship. We're having an audit, so we can't." He's probably being audited for not doing his business correctly. That's my bet. But he made it sound like it was a normal audit. So this Misty's Goldeen is apparently 190. Let me check and see what it is now, okay? And it's Jim Goldeen. Keep the hollow, says Resendez. Oh, I already put it in your bag. Now, what do we got? First edition Goldeen, right? Okay. So this Goldeen is likely way underpriced, but we're going to check sold real fast. You should have said, do you know what a river is? Let's see. All right, so we don't have much to go off of, actually. That's tricky. So we have a first edition Misty's Goldeen. The only ones for sale on the internet are unlimited ones. There are no first edition ones. So I'm going to go with the price of the most expensive unlimited one. Ooh, doesn't that look nice? Ooh. Wow. Looks super clean on the back. Okay. I think I'm going to remove this from its pricey sleeve. I like the pricey sleeves and all. There we go. But, you know, I think they just get in the way. Sometimes you put it in there just to see how nice it looks. I bought Over the Top on Steam. Now time to play a World War I game. What? Mary will get him when she goes to Japan. That's right. Go beat him up. $400. Misty's Goldine First Edition. Here's Joshua Ramos. He says 4 of the base set Scarlet, 4 Night Wanderer. Ooh, that's interesting. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's just 3. My cousin is in Japan right now. Do you know what shop it is? I do, but, you know, I'm not going to have your cousin go do anything crazy. I don't know if it's a shop. It is a registered business, though. There we go. Put that there. I thought about, if he wasn't going to do the right thing, I thought about making a full video about it with this name and everything and being like, hey, here's this business that's a total scam artist business. Don't do business with them. Shoop. All right, what we got? And hoping that maybe that would add pressure to him. I'd say I'll remove the video. You just got to finish this. Oops. Oh, look at that. Great Tusk and this hollow. A cool one. Oh, I don't remember his name. The elephant. Here's a little slither wing. There you have it, Mr. Joshua Ramos. Nothing real crazy coming out of there. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Mr. Alex. You are. But you never know, actually. This is what happens when you mess with the Pokemon mob. Yo, Mr. Josh. I've had some pretty crazy things happen. You know, I'm pretty good at staying quiet about it. That's one of the things. I may sound like a guy who talks a lot, but I'm very good at not talking about things that don't need to be talked about, too. All right. Here's, Serena. Celeste. Salamence. Ponyta. And Charizard. Rawr. Whoa. Charizard's scary. He's so strong. Mister, we're pissed. I'm pissed. We got him his bonus booster pack too, right? What do we have here? Oh, these Snorlaxes are so cool. I love these Snorlaxes. This Snorlax is number 070. How do you feel about Disney Neon? Disney Neon? I don't even know what that is. How am I supposed to feel about it? I've never heard about it. Let me check the sold on this product. I like this product a lot. All right. We're going to be lowering the price on this. Oops. We're going to be lowering the price on this Snorlax. He's a cute card, but he got to have his price lowered. Actually, should I host one of these as a break? I feel like he would make a great lightning break. Yeah, let's host this guy as a break. I've been looking for like a new lightning break, and I haven't seen one so far, but this guy seems like he's going to be it. New Topps Chrome Disney Neon set being seen. Some big cards coming out of it. Oh, it's a Topps Chrome set. I don't dislike Disney. I think Disney's got a place in a collectibles hobby. I like the old vintage bubblegum Mickey Mouse cards, for example, you know. Here it is. We made some pretty big sales. Oh, what have I done? That's the wrong position for the label. We made some big Topps Chrome Disney sales in the past, especially to Jen. She really liked those. But I haven't really been paying too much attention to Chrome Disney. All right, we have a new lightning break, although that doesn't really look like lightning. That looks like the number 4 almost. It's going to be a 41 and 5, and it's this beautiful rainbow Snorlax, graded 10 by PSA. It's really from the year 2019. Do you see how old that is, everybody? That's quite old. So that is a 7-year-old card. Pretty interesting. Ripe, perhaps, for going up in price. It appears to just be a stinky rainbow rare, right? But that's all they had back then. There was no alt art. That was all they had. So that is the rare version of the card. You're looking at it. That's the chase version of the card. Mr. Use my balance from earlier on 2 packs of Nihil Zero and 6 Poke Shuffles. All right, Mr. Hedison, 2 packs of Nihil Zero. I don't like that. I don't like that name. I think Municus Zero kind of had a better ring to it. Where is Municus Zero? Where am I keeping it? Should be like in one of these boxes here. Wait, what's going on here? This doesn't belong in here. Anniversary is a sketch or a Mickey chase. There we go, that's correct now. Huh, maybe I need a new box of the Municus. There we go. Those must have gotten mixed up when we were working. Oh no, I found the Municus. It's pushed back. There it is. Behind like 3 sets. Ta-da! So, and you needed 2 of them. Boop. And then he says 5 Poke Shuffles. You got it. No, 6 Poke Shuffles. The unflappable Poke Shuffles. These are extremely popular. We've been selling through these like crazy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taruka Bulbasaur. That's an expensive one. You just got a big pull. I think he's like 75. All right. Considering you didn't go in that deep. So this one? Oh, 60 now. All right, so you got Bulbasaur. What do you think of that Bulbasaur? What are we doing with him? Where's the Heinz Ketchup Pikachu? Yeah, I need to get the real Pikachus in here. Let's take a look at the Q. Q's not looking too busy, guys. Hedison says, I'll keep them. All right, good choice. How close are we to 70 likes? If you guys want the giveaway, which we do have another giveaway, so it would be a second giveaway tonight. If you guys want the giveaway, send in for a like. Here it is. Send in for. I'm like doing 2 things at once. All right, there you go, Mr. Hedison. Let's get these packs opened. All right. We also have free Team Rocket packs tonight with each order of $20. Got a cold one, and oh, that sucks. Double cold one. All right, nothing crazy going on in there. Double cold one. Who wants some action? That's the question. Here's another poker card. This time it's going to be Green Deck Ivysaur. Ooh. Let's take a quick look at that. We priced up Lily and it sold right away. Green Deck Ivysaur. I see one for sale that's quite a bit cheaper than the one we have. Here's a leaf green Ivysaur for $150. I guess we'll match that. I don't know where we came out with 300. You know, the market goes up and the market comes down too, and I don't care. I just follow it up and I follow it down. $150 seems pretty cheap for this. I'll say that, though. I mean, the deck it comes out of is super, super, super hard to find. I'm going to do $160, in fact, because I know that eBay usually comes with taxes. So also, I'm surprised we don't have the population count on this card, because this is truly a rare card. One of the things I like about the poker cards is they offer you an opportunity to collect some like super vintage stuff at still a somewhat reasonable price. So this card is population 8. And go look at cards from this time period from the leaf green fire red collection. They're like absurdly expensive. But this leaf green fire red Bulbasaur, Ivysaur is only $160. So he's underpriced in my opinion. But that's what's so good about the poker cards. They often are. Giveaway, bro? Love you long time. Okay, the rare lower price. There we go. So let's grab another one of these. New price on Ivysaur. I'll put this away. So we got new breaks, Snorlax VMAX, Voltalam. I feel like this one is one to just list up on eBay, but look at this. We have German Voltalam. So this definitely probably deserves to go up on eBay because it really is probably worth about $300, and you'd have to find a really specific buyer who wants the German Voltalam. Dunnerüttel, wirf einer Münze. Bei Saal fügt sich Voltalam selber 10 Schadenspunkte zu. I don't know. But this ought to go off to the vault. Voltalam. It'd be full. I think their V's are like a F, aren't they? Voltalam. This Haunter for $325 is weirdly expensive. But did you know? Vending series cards have gotten extremely expensive. So he might actually be correctly priced. Let's go take a look. We'll check together. Vending Haunter. There's 2 vending Haunters, and they both look cool. But this is probably the cooler of the 2. Oh, you can't even find one for sale now. So, but take a look at this. So there's a 9 for $450, and there's a 10 for $3,500. So now you see. His price is not so insane. It's probably what it's meant to be. I'm going to stick with that price, I think. So he's going to stay up here for $325. Mr. sounds like one of my World War II documentaries I watched earlier. What? 9999. Here's Psyduck. And he's pristine. And so he just costs a lot more. No one has been buying my pristine cards. I wish they would. But I'm not willing to lower the price on them. I'd much rather, rather than lower the price, I'd much rather send them off to Beckett for a cross grade in the Black Label. Because I bet you a couple of them might cross grade. Okay, so there's pristine Psyduck. We're jumping back over here. I'll keep them. The queue is empty, so we're just going to work on fresh breaks. We just grabbed this one, and I think the break that's probably closest to going off immediately is this one right here, the Jumbo Pack Break. If you guys are looking for some fun, the Jumbo Pack Break. 3 spots, $40 each. You guys could all jump in there at once, and we'd be opening up some booster packs together. Now, I might hold off on selling that for a moment. Let's see. Here's another one. Oh, another pristine, the Electrode. All right. He's coming out of here. We were selling him for $250. We'll probably stick to that. All right. Like I said, the pristine cards are pretty special. Now, I don't think $180 is expensive enough for that to be in the hits box, though. That's the only thing I have to say. Okay. It would be interesting, though, if we had a pristine channel in Discord just for the pristine cards. We'll make it $240. So we'll lower it slightly. And here. Let's get an arrow pointing at the word pristine. All right, there it goes. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Joshua Ramos says 1 Pokey Shuffle, 4 Night Wanderer, 4 Japanese Scarlet. You got it. 1 Pokey Shuffle. Even 1 shuffle could be a big snipe. I've seen it multiple times. It's rare, but it does happen. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. There it is. Bronzor. What are your odds? You know, your odds are like between 1 and 20 probably. 1 in 20 being the worst, but sometimes it's much better than 120. Sometimes it's like 1 in 10. So when you order a $5 spot, it's not impossible to snipe. Now, 4 Night Wanderers, we might end up getting more white Night Wanderers. We have those new jumbo Japanese packs. Sarah Dusenberry is a big fan of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are. Ah, more Night Wanderer time. All right. Let me go grab some fresh Night Wanderer. What's going on in your guys' minds these days? What's going on? I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. What do you want to talk about next? We could talk about the news. We could talk about Trump. We could talk about celebrities. Oh, yeah. Here we are. Had to get more Night Wanderer. All right. There was the assassination. Who here believes the assassination was fake? Does anyone believe that? You see that in a lot of comment sections. It was staged. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries come out. He's the head of the Democrat Party. And he was saying stuff like, it's a both sides issue. He was like, well, I denounce violence on both sides. I was like, bro. This. Okay. Very good. Then you get like a political response from that. You got people saying it's not really both sides. There's guys saying a lot of the attacks have kind of been from one side for a little while. There we go. I don't know if I want to weigh in on that because I don't keep track of everything that ever did occur. Here, Joshua, I'll give you another pack. Here we are. Since we're a little slow, you placed another order. I appreciate it, man. There we are. Snipping this. Okay. All right. ChatGPT, the statistics. Oh, okay. Should I? I could. I don't really care to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of a boring subject. The whole like, oh, look at that. A nice little Persian. Very good. All right, Persian pull. That was a good purchase you made, Joshua. Here's Horsey. The whole like violence and all that stuff. Personally, the way I see it, it's just not going to end. Do you guys think it's going to end? I don't think it's ending. I think it's just going to keep going and going. I honestly don't believe that the Democrat leadership actually wants the violence to go away. I think that they would be fine with, you know, Trump being shot. And I don't think Republicans are that worried about it. I think Republicans don't take it very seriously. They're just like, meh, looks like he lived again. That's how I think it actually is. Like, the Republicans are just going to use it to just be like, oh, the Democrats are bad guys. They're out of their minds. And the Democrats are going to be like, man, we got to not miss that guy next time. So I think that's all that's going to go down. It is Shaq Odette. And Trump's going to be like, I've been chosen by God to build this ballroom. All right. Joshua Ramos. Ugh. Ooh. Not bad, actually. Check out this round, Josh. So you pick up 2 ARs, right? Out of just 4 packs from each of those sets. And you get this bonus Persian for free. Unfortunately, I see it getting worse. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, the atmosphere doesn't feel like it's going to improve. The atmosphere feels like it's going to get worse. I don't think there's been any real repercussions for attempting to do, like, you know, like assassination attempts. Like, yeah, the guys who fail are going to go to jail, but other than that, I mean, I don't feel like there's a feeling in the culture like it's going to go away or like anyone's truly condemning it. You know, it's more like a darn, it didn't work this time feeling almost. Here's Geodude. There we are. That's where we're going for the struggle for power. The struggle for power has reached its point. We're at the peak. The peak for the struggle for power. That's when you start getting people killed because conventional methods are not working as well. Right? It's like, oh my god, dude. So the cheapest one of these bad boys is on eBay for $350. So that's what we're gonna go with. $350. Mr. Do I get to be in the Zelle giveaway? Oh, Mr. Josh. Sure, I don't mind. Let's grab this, Mr. Josh. So, Josh, the rule is you need to spend about $100 to get in there because $100 would give us about $3. But I'll put you in early because it's a slow night. I think you'll probably keep ordering with the Zelle, so I appreciate it. Thanks, Josh. So, price upgrade on this Geodude. You guys should take a minute and learn how to use Zelle if it's available to you, because if you order with the Zelle, you're going to be placed into these Zelle giveaways, and I'm just going to keep those running probably forever. As long as Zelle is a way to make a payment with no fee, I'm going to probably just keep that giveaway running. Now, if they introduce a fee, that's a different story. Then I'm going to be like, well, sorry, now it's just the same as every platform. Oh, yeah. Now, wait a second. You guys need to know how rare this guy is, too. He's rare as hell. It's Miss Sarah. Will Mr. Price up the pile of sadness? The what? The pile of sadness? What are you talking about? Okay, give me a second. Did that come out right? Pop 17. Compooter, show me a bunch of cool guys opening Pokemon cards. Nice. All right, so there's Geodude. We got some nice cards coming up here. You're short with all the top PSA 8 or lower. Oh, yes. You know, I don't make the shorts. Mr. Mike's side makes those. I know what you're referring to, though. I don't know if I want to price that up or if I want to crack them out and regrade them. So I haven't made up my mind. All right. We're hitting refresh on this. We need a brain rot now. All right, I'll go get brain rot right now. Speaking of brain rot, we do have a new set on the menu. You guys might not have noticed this. It's called Rarity V. That's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection set. We've already sold a couple boxes of that, believe it or not. Let me show off some of the booster packs in the booster pack bag. So we like to show these off from time to time. Celebrations is back on the menu for $55. We could do a pack split on, or a gym break on that if you wanted. Here's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. I already mentioned that. One of the most popular packs right now is the 151 Surprise. People are going after Pikachu Gengar. It hasn't been pulled yet. Riftbound. Oh, I've got this pack. So that means I have a total of... I got 4 booster packs of Riftbound left. That's how many we got left. So Riftbound did so well that it now gets its own category, and we're waiting for Riftbound Unleashed to come out. This Magic the Gathering pack for Ninja Turtles has been selling very fast, popular. We recently added Nikkei Precious. Perfect Order came out, yes. Harry Potter, yes. This is $7.50. This is the Korean Mega Dream. And we actually sold a lot of that. So people love the Korean cards for their cheaper price. Now, this is first edition Nikkei Weiss Schwartz. We have a 100% fresh case of this. Not even one signature pulled yet. And then we got One Piece OP15, which I'm tempted to lower the price on, and Topps Naruto. You know what's sad about OP15 is that I paid so much for that set when it came out. It was so overpriced. I don't know why it was so overpriced. Maybe I didn't hunt hard enough for a good price, or maybe it was just like there was too much One Piece hype for a little while. It was like all this Logan Paul One Piece hype. You know, he's pumping One Piece. He still is. He's like buying the comic book and all this other stuff. Mitchell R. Bray says 1 Waifu Shuffle. All right, and you get this as well, Mr. Mitchell. Okay, so we'll snip this. All right, good. Today's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. You got Articuno. Lovely. Okay, Mitchell with an MI. Let's go grab this box. Good. Michael, Mile, Miguel, Michael, Michael Ibarra, Mike Mitchell, Bethel. What? Whoa, these are old bags, man. Look at this. This bag is from 2024. Holy, no bag? New bag time. He says keep it. You got it. I'll keep it. I was going to create you a bag, bro. You don't want to keep this one Korean hollow Articuno, sometimes referred to as Farticuno. Place them right now, right there for the moment. What's up with Michael McIntyre? What's up with Michael McIntyre? Let's see what he's all about. Junk, 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 junk. Meh. 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 Stunfisk. Junk, 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 junk. Junk, 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 junk. Oh, that's not junk. That's why he's still around. All right. He's got one good card in the bag. How long do I want to hold this? It's been like a year and a half. We're almost at a year and a half. I don't know. I'm going to put him to the side. I'm not going to put him back in the box. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just pick out some of the junk out of his bag over time. All right. It's pretty bad. Oh, no. My nose is stuffed before the weekend. No pinned website? Do we really not have the website pinned? Oh, my gosh. Nobody even noticed it. Maybe people are used to being able to look up the website. Let me go ahead and pin the website for you. Paste that. And pin. Oop. What just happened? Ah, there it goes. All right, cool. All right, lovely. One Waifu Shuffle for Mr. Mitchell. Mitchell, what are we going to pull out of here for you? Don't forget to give the stream a like. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Boop. One cold Waifu Shuffle. Damn, dude. No luck. How are these? Look at these Waifu Shuffles. Let's see if the next one was a hit. No. 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 Oh, you're pretty far away from the next hit, actually. It looks like... Oh, there we go. Laplace would have been the next one. Pretty interesting. There we go. All right. Just tease you a little bit there. My dog's sneak fee is going to be $400. Rip wallet. All right. Here's Brian Frund. He says, for 5 packs of 151 Gengar. Do we need a new bag? Oh, we need a new box of these, right? Because Oscar finished off the other box. Remember that, Mr. Oscar? Here we are. So Brian's going into 5 packs on this one. Let's see what we got. There we go. You know, people spend a lot of money on their pets. And that's a kind of a modern phenomenon, the amount of money we spend on our pets. I was also reading about the environmental damage that all of the cat poop and dog poop does. So normally there would not be so much dog poop and cat poop, so much dog waste and cat waste. But because humans keep them as pets, almost all humans are generating some sort of animal poop and then putting it in a dumpster or something like that. And this is going into landfills. Like, think of all the cat litter. Think of all the cat litter and all the cat waste that goes into the dumpster. And that dumpster carries that cat litter waste to some sort of like, dump landfill. And so normally there wouldn't be so many cats in the wilderness and all that. You know, there would be like an ecosystem that would balance out the number of cats and the number of wild dogs. But because we're feeding them and keeping them alive in our homes and all that, they're generating all this excess waste. Isn't that fascinating? So humans generate a ton of food that doesn't need to be generated for animals. We generate a ton of animal waste, a ton of plastic toys, a ton of vet visits, all that productivity, and the animal doesn't actually do anything. Isn't that interesting? Humans just enjoy them. Similar to like how we enjoy anything that's useless in life. You know, like we also enjoy dressing in Gucci belts or whatever it is. So it's very fascinating, though. I was reading a study about how all the dog urine and cat urine and the dog poop and the cat poop is actually pretty toxic, and it's like some crazy amount that you would never expect. Like X number of metric tons. That's a cold round, Mr. Brian. 5 cold. 151 surprise packs. Of course, we got to get you a bonus pack, too, don't we? My cat's neat fee is about the same. Damn, California vets. This. I wouldn't mind if she had puppies. She just got breed. Let's snip this. There we go. All right. Cold. All right, 1 cold rocket pack, Mr. Brian. Those rocket packs might have pulled the Persian already, but don't forget, there's AR Houndoom to also consider. Brian, let's go find your bag. Appreciate the order, man. All right. Good. If you guys have never placed an order, check out the website pinned in the live chat. Try a first-time order tonight. We're not too busy tonight, so it's a good time for that. All right, we're going to step over here. And Miss Sarah's about to make us busy. Let's take a look at Miss Sarah's order. Miss Sarah Dusenberry says, a jumbo Poke Japanese pack. I was just telling them about how fun these are. All right, so you got all these. And tonight, Miss Sarah, there is actually a bonus booster pack. You get one of these. So you get one of these as well. How nice is that? She also wants 4 Destined Arrival, 2 lives, and 1 box of 151 surprise. Damn, Sarah, you're going deep as hell. All right. Well, let's see what we're opening. All right. Win. 2. 3. And 4. All right. Look at that Hunter. Doesn't he look cool? God, I wish he had graded 10. I wonder if I could Nah, I don't think he would get a better grade if I regraded him. He's just a bit off center, you know. So we got Clefairy. Clefairy. Very cute. That's out of the Mega Dream. Here's the Paradigm Trigger. Oh, Lugia. Look at that Lugia. Dang, dude, he's looking good. Here's Nihil Zero. Cool. Battle Region. Battle Region is... Oh, look at that, guys. Battle Region is only in the Jumbo Japanese packs. So that's same with the Paradigm Trigger. So that's part of the fun of them, is they contain these specialty packs. Here's Zapdos. We ought to make a English version of the Jumbo packs. And the only thing is it's going to cost a lot. Oh, that's that free rocket pack. So your free rocket pack gave you a little Tyranitar. That's a gift from Mr. Oscar Resendez, by the way, the free packs. Here's Pokemon Black. Okay, just some holos this time. Journey Together. Just a cold one. Just a cold one out of Paldea Evolved. Ooh, here's some of these rocket cards. Okay. Tossing this. Here's Ancient Roar. The Goldfish. Charizard. Palmy, I think. Here's, oh, Scavillain. Is it Scavillain? So you've got an SR. You've got an AR. I would say you need about 2 more ARs for this to feel like a whole booster box. Okay, that was Heatwave Arena. Here is a trainer. I don't like the trainers, personally. All right, you got the Ice Cream Cone. Here's Ninja Spinner with the Gorgeist. All right. Oh, Lost Abyss. Never hands out anything nice. Here's this bad boy. Here's this really cute Slowpoke. We got Miss Professor, Mega Symphonia. I like the Raikou, by the way. That's nice. And, one more AR right at the end. Spearow. All right. Once again, pretty close to a booster box. And just not a booster box with an alt-art in it. All right. Grabbing these. 10 more likes. Yeah, we're getting close, man. I'm going to take this little Deoxys here. I'm going to toss him for fun into here. So he's going into this. So tonight, this binder break received a free Gengar. Mr. Oscar Ascendus donated a Gengar. Let me show you guys. So there he is. Little Gengar in there. Did you guys see this? This is the new binder break. It's got a pretty pricey Charizard, a 25th anniversary card, Cast Form Bulbasaur. So this is also 25th anniversary, by the way. I'll probably put this here. So 25th anniversary, 25th anniversary. Some cool stuff in here. I started it out already pretty full, and it's a larger break than last time. This one starts at $40, 1 in 5. That allowed me to add a lot more expensive cards to it, but we'll see how that plays out. I don't know how that'll play out. There it is. Okay, Sarah. Let's see. Look at that. I actually think the Hoot's really cool. He's from an older time period. And the Scavillain. And then Tyranitar is a nice bonus. But actually, you know, this Lugia is pretty serious business. That Lugia is such a good artwork that if that grades 10 for you, it's a valuable card. Believe it or not. Okay. Pop these in here like this. Boop. A lot of these hollows. Slide in here. Slide in here. Boy, the days just fly, don't they, guys? You can keep the hollows. You trying to be nice? You trying to donate some hollows? I might have to take you up on that. I just put them in the middle here. Where'd they go? There. I don't think all of those were from that round. All right. So I think those go back in. Okay. Miss Sarah. Sarah's very generous. Whoa. There's been some generous people this month of April. Take what you want. Next up. So, 1 Jumbo Poke Japanese, 4 Destined Rivals. That's pretty big too, actually. So we got 1, 2, 3. And... give me a second. A 4. There we go. 2 live customs and 1 box of 151. Surprise. Whew. This is a major order, man. This is a major Sarah order. Sarah, this day brought to you by Miss Sarah, man. Holy schmolies. Snipping this and snipping this. Good. All right. Very nice. What do we got here? We've got... oh. Ah, yeah, and Mega. Look at that guy. Here's... Metatite Rotom Zapdos. Ooh, Misty's Magikarp. I would bet that that's a hit. The actual reverse hollow. Oh, but it's off center, sadly. But seriously, you probably hold on to this one, okay? Don't trade this one away to me. Misty's Magikarp is serious business, I think. I'm not sure. I can't prove it. I just have a feeling. All right, and Rabska. So 1 AR popping out, 1 SR popping out. It's pretty good. Good pull rate for only 4 booster packs when you think about it. Okay. Oops. Fix that a little bit. There we go. I love me some Destined Rivals, guys. I think Destined Rivals might be... it continues to be my favorite set. Like, obviously, Ascended Heroes is good too, but, man, I like that. Destined Rivals, such a fun set to open. Feels good every time you open it. Oops. Throw this away. Now, this is the 151 surprise. You know what, Sarah? It wouldn't bother me one bit if you pulled the Pikachu Gengar right here in this booster box. I think that would be a good thing. Let's get it. I've seen 2 shiny Raichus come out now. How about an Altart? That'd be nice. Snipping this. Okay. You guys, if you just joined later in the stream, you missed the Master Ball Sylveon break go off in like a half second. It was 6 spots long, and it sold like that. Sold super fast. Okay, we got Electrode. Oh, Blastoise this time. Huh. We're getting different Pokemon out of this case. Very interesting. So, oh, there's one of them beautiful Gengars. Rawr. I think the Destined Rivals Houndoom IR is pretty undervalued right now. Yeah, he's a cool one. Houndoom, he's not like a top Pokemon for, you know, he's not like there's top tier Pokemon, but he's up there. He's like a cool Pokemon, right? There's a lot of like C tier Pokemon. I'd call him a C tier Pokemon. He's up there. He's a good one in terms of like desirability. Here's Vaporeon. Here's Marowak. The artwork is excellent. Bloom. How about Master Ball? Master Ball? Jolteon. Have you guys noticed we have not pulled a Master Ball Gengar in a long time out of here? That's because he's hard to pull. So even if you don't pull Pikachu Gengar, you can try to pull the Master Ball Gengar out of 151 Surprise. And that card sells for a lot of money last time I checked. All right, Sarah Dusenberry, you got Gengar coming out of here. Gengar and Blasty Boy. There we go. Ooh. So we're not done. We have one more step for your order. We need to get you 2 live custies. Try and get you a hit out of there. Oh yeah, you pulled that SR Lugia last time. I think the Destined Rivals Houndoom IR is pretty undervalued. Already read that. Let me toss this back up here. Now, ready? All right, crossing our fingers for you. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Boop. Ooh. Ah. Damn you, live customs. All right, no luck on the live customs this time. I'm sorry, Sarah. Live customs would be rough, man. I need to play Rust and waste 1,000 hours. I think you're the biggest order of the day. I'm going to put you into the giveaway slab by default. Is this right? This is the giveaway slab. Sarah, you're going in here by default. Honestly, I think based on your live custom pulls, we could probably give you a spot in the second chance pull too. There you go. Like, you didn't just right now miss $100 worth of spots in there, but I think you have missed that much in total. So we're going to get you in there. Second chance, Sarah Dusenberry. Second chance pull is almost due. It's April 28th, so it's almost due. All right, what a big order. That's crazy. All right, we're heading over to the website. Mister, I haven't heard you say you have a game you're playing. Are you done with video games? I'm just watching Karish play Resident Evil 9, so I'm backseat gaming a little bit. Like, I'll, like, look stuff up for her, but I'm just watching her play, and while she plays, I get some work done. Here's Light Flareon for a cheap and affordable $1,000. Yep, you saw that right. Here's Raikou for $125, and here's a consignment slab of Master Chief. We have an order from Mr. LaFlame? Mr. LaFlame. It's LaFlame, right? Chinese 151 surprise times 15. That equals 1 whole box. You got it. All right. So this will be the box with the... This will be the box with the alt art in it, hopefully. Let's see. Snipping that. LaFlame lurking. Okay. Turkey lurking. Okay. Tossing this over here. He wants a whole box of these. You do get a bonus pack. This guy. What do we got? So the bonus pack is a gift from Mr. Oscar. And we're going to do one little snip. Gengar Pikachu. Snip of this. And snip of this. You know what I haven't done? I haven't fixed my Coinbase account this whole time, man. I hate doing paperwork. That's why I need a secretary. I just tell them, go get that paperwork done. And they're like, oh, okay. You got it, boss man. Here's Seeking. Now, we didn't snip that super well, so we just fixed that real fast. Snorlax, same with this one here. This one didn't snip super well. There it goes. You got a little Charizard in here. And here's another one that needs a little bit more snipping. There it goes. Pop that open. Moltres. Here's the bonus pack. Boop, just a cold one. Scyther. How about Master Ball? Pidgeotto. Starmie. Jolteon. Kabutops. Gyarados. Jolteon. Oh. Vaporeon. Golem. Ah, man. Golems everywhere. Oh, there you go. Master Ball Nidoking popping out on the last pack. There we go. A little bit better. Master Ball Nidoking popped out. So those Master Balls are definitely rare. Give it away, mister. So I'm not going to give away the Nidoking, though. I'll give away the others because I'm pretty confident you're not a huge fan of them. Hey, look at this. This is really working. This whole tag up here, that makes it really easy to find your stuff. Especially if I only do it for like 1 or 2 people. Because I remember, hey, that person has a tag up top. So it makes it really easy to find them. I like that. That's a new idea we've been implementing. Tags on the top of your bag. All right. Oh, wait. You said to give it away, and I put it all into your bag. Why don't we look into your bag for a second? See what you got in here. So you got some of these hollows. You got some SRs. You got a nice Monkey D. Luffy, by the way. Some SRs. You got a Uta. You got a Monkey D. Luffy. There's the Nidoking Master Ball. I'll give these away. And here are some of these SRs. Here's Monkey D. Luffy. Here's Ben Beckman. It's kind of cool. There's your Ninetales. There's another Master Ball. Hey, look at that. You got 2 Master Balls. Mega Frostlass, a couple hollows. You got a whole bunch of these SRs. And then you got this Jewelry Bonnie. Oh, look at that. Divine Departure. So you got a couple hits in here. I want that Luffy. Ninetales 2. All right, so you're not a big fan of the Ninetales SR. I'll buy it. $5. There we go. All right. Very good. Mr. LaFlame. All right. I'm going to take these and put them over here. And then I think for the donation, I'm going to put these, probably what we did with Mr. Oscar's Gengar. We'll slip it into here. This. So Mr. Oscar donated this earlier today. All right. So we just make this payout a little nicer to somebody. Hope you've been well. Me? Dude, I like burned my windpipe really badly the other day, and I have been coughing for like a week. Kind of makes me sad because I've been enjoying not coughing for a little while. We are. All right. Same to chat. Let's go ahead and grab this to the front. So we got this beautiful Sanrio characters, rated 10. What do we have here? We have Jake the Dog promo, which I rather like. That's not just a pullable card, that's a promo. Okay, and here's a consigned Pikachu. And that's a consigned Master Chief. Let me take a look into this card real fast. I got sick too recently, now just a lingering cough. Nice. We are. Let's see. I don't know if you were there when it happened, but I had like this really crazy thing happen where I was sleeping and stomach acid got up into my windpipe while I was sleeping. And it was like the most painful experience I'd ever had. My windpipe was just burning and there was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't like talk for a few hours. It was really insane. All right. So This is just some consigned slab, and there's no way to know the value of it. I think I'll just leave it alone for now. I was going to try and reprice that, see if the price went up or down or what. We're heading over to the consigned channel. We're going to take a picture. There we go. And we have a pricey slab channel. I might take a picture of this guy for the pricey slab channel. Okay. There you go. I just have a feeling like this card has a better shot at selling than the other cards. Maybe two big feelings. There we go. That goes down here into the consign box. Very good. We've been making a lot of progress on slab pricing. Look at this guy. $350 now, huh? Very good. Let me throw this away. And now we've got a little bit of an order from Sarah. Damn, Sarah's going deep today, dude. Miss Sarah, you got it. Let's take a look at your order. So Sarah says 151 surprise box and 10 Ascended Heroes. You got it. Anything you want. Let's see what happens here. All right. Man, Monday brought to you by Sarah. Tossing this over here. By the way, how charged is my phone? Ooh, let's get my phone charged before it dies. All right, so we're charging that. Did you hear about Sony DRM release? Sony DRM release. I don't think I've heard about that. There it goes. Good. Let's go ahead and start snipping. Snipping time. All right. And, ooh, see, we did this last time. I'm trying to snip too many packs at once, and we're not snipping it all the way. For PlayStation 5, they're going the Xbox way. Oh, they're doing the exact same thing that Xbox had planned to do in the past. Is that what you mean? Tell me about it, Alex. There we go. They want it to be like digital gaming, don't they? That's because that's the future. And Xbox knew that back then, and everyone got mad at them for it. Digital gaming, it's what you do on your phone right now. Physical copies of a game make no sense. You needed a physical copy back in the 1990s. But like as soon as the early 2000s, it was already obsolete. So now it's like 25 years in the future from then, and people still want a physical copy of the game. It just makes no sense. It's like, it's just software. Just download it to your device, you know? Like every other piece of software you buy for literally any other subject, you know, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, your web browser that runs off of your computer. It doesn't matter what it is. You just download it off the internet. Video games, you got to print a physical disc that's totally obsolete, pop it into your machine, and then it gets, I guess, permission to download the game from the internet from the disc. That's all the disc does anymore. You know? It's kind of goofy. Alex says, yeah. All right. Resendez says, Xbox is dead. Yeah. Well, you know, it's not like it was doing really well under Phil Spencer anyways. So, ooh, Jigglypuff. Why don't we give the AI slop grill a chance and just see where it goes? Hold on. Give me a second here. All right. A little cough there. Why don't we give the AI slop girl a chance? Just see what happens. I don't think she's going to do very much. I don't have any faith in her. Here's Charizard. All right. I like physical media. Oh, I know. Because when Xbox said video games are going to be digital, everyone crucified Xbox for making the most obvious statement ever. It's like, imagine you produce a game and it's totally downloadable, and a physical copy of the game is completely unnecessary, right? And to create a physical copy of the game, they have to go process a bunch of materials. Like they have to get a bunch of silicone or whatever it's called, silicon. They have to get a whole bunch of whatever CDs are made out of. They have to get like a plastic injector to make all the clickable boxes. They have to, whatever paper and ink makes the cover art. So they have to go manufacture a bunch of garbage that all goes into a landfill eventually, really it does. And then they have to just like print up a bunch of these CDs that don't even contain the game anymore. They just contain like a passcode to unlock the game on the internet to download to your computer. So it's really, really goofy. It's mega goofy. And video gamers are very stubborn and they're like, no, it's got to be a physical copy or it's not like my childhood or something. What is going on? This is stuck. We are, ooh, oddish. I like physical media. Night. See y'all tomorrow. See you later, Mr. Resendez. Thank you for the generous giveaways. Mr. Resendez, he gave away like $100 today, man. Jesus. You got Miss Sarah? Ooh. Speaking of which, I want to get you one of these packs, Sarah. If anyone deserves one, you do. All right. Yeah, so there's all these people who have to be hired to like print the CDs. There's machines that print the box, the artwork, the CD. All these machines are needed. You got to like maintain. Oh, there we go. All right. I was just talking about how you might pull an AR Houndoom out of those. All right. So there you go, Miss Sarah. For your fresh order, you got another packet of this. Not bad. A little bonus pull there, huh? Also that we can make stuff that ultimately belongs in a landfill. Like it doesn't have any intrinsic value. The game is valuable, but you know, all those CDs and stuff, it's like, do you guys remember the AOL CDs? Remember you'd go to like Target and there'd be like a download AOL and they'd be behind the cash registers. You know, you'd finish checking out, you'd go toward the exit door and there'd be all those, you know, free CDs. Remember that? They were free. Yeah, those were free back then. That's how old CDs are. That's how obsolete they are. When's the last time they needed to do that at Target? Virtually never. It's over. But it's like, we're video gamers and we crucify Xbox for saying we don't need CDs anymore. It's like, yeah, we do. Xbox's idea back then was that you would just download the game digitally and then you would be allowed to share it with your friend, but while you're sharing the digital copy with your friend, you would not be allowed to use it. That was their idea, by the way. A lot of people didn't care to learn what the idea actually was. So the idea was you would have a roster of close friends and you would be allowed to loan them the digital copy of the game, and then you wouldn't be able to play it while they're playing it. That was the idea, if you did not know that. But a lot of people still hated this idea. They would say good arguments like, well, you can't sell it to the secondhand market, GameStop. I never liked GameStop. I always felt like the people who make the game should be the only ones profiting off the game. Why in the world should there be a second market for this video game? GameStop did none of the work of the development of the game. So why should you be allowed to sell that software to them? You didn't make the game either. You're not the developer. GameStop's not the developer. So, you know, the theory was that if you removed GameStop in the secondhand market, they could just lower the cost of the games anyways. That was the theory. And I think there's some truth to that too, because as long as their profit margin is at a certain rate, they may be able to lower the price to increase the demand for the product, right? And there's all this money saved not printing the video game. There's all this money saved not enriching GameStop. All the money just goes to the developer in Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. So I was for that. I thought that that was the future as well. I still do, actually. 10 Ascended Heroes packs. Let's go grab these. All right. Like when you buy Microsoft Word, why would you ever believe that you now have a right to sell Microsoft Word to GameStop and then GameStop gets to sell it to Billy down the street? That's ridiculous. The whole idea of that's insane. Billy doesn't even have 2 IQ points to make Microsoft Word, and GameStop doesn't either, but they get to own it and sell it? Like, why? That doesn't make any sense to me. They didn't make it, they didn't produce it, they didn't research it, they didn't test it. They didn't spend millions of dollars on the teams that produce these things. But now the software is yours. It's like, no, it's not. You didn't make it. The developers made it. It's their software. We are. So I'm for the developers owning their own software. If you want to own software, you have to go make software. That's what gives you the right over software. You have to go make it. And you never could. The software is so hard to make. It's so incredibly difficult to code good software that's commercially viable and distribute it. It's so insanely difficult. You never could. So why should you get to own it? That's why that's what I've always believed. Is I've never really believed in the developer having to give up their rights over their own software. Of course they should own their own software. They made it. It is. All right. Tossing this. GameStop acquired EB Games, formerly Electronics Boutique, for $1.4 billion. I remember them. There was one in the mall. There used to be both the GameStop and an EB Games in the mall, in fact. Both. Bofa, you might say. Okay, get another one of these. Well, Sarah, I'm excited to open these. You guys are about to see some Ascended Heroes. Okay. All right. So it's very hard to convince consumers to give up the right to a physical copy of the game because people got used to the idea that, hey, I would buy this game for $60, but when I'm done with it, I'll trade it in for $10 to GameStop. So it's like a $10 refund. But all it really is, it's a profit margin machine for GameStop. And so you get this $10 refund that makes you very angry if the gaming studios try to take away from you. But it's like, it would be better for the gaming studio to just give you the game for $10 cheaper digitally, so that you just get it $10 cheaper off the bat and remove GameStop from the equation. Because GameStop gives you $10, but then they turn around and they sell it for like 30 or 40 bucks. And this is that means that the software company loses a sale. They've lost a sale when you sell your game to GameStop and GameStop sells your game to Billy. Billy's now somebody who never buys the game from the actual developer. So the developers are bleeding millions of sales thanks to this company GameStop and the super antiquated software distribution where there's physical copies of software. That's so antiquated, it's insane. It's as antiquated as AOL CDs. That's how antiquated it is. AOL CDs are obsolete. They were obsolete in the 90s, late 90s. They were obsolete in the early 2000s. Software isn't sold in physical copies anymore, except for in one case, video games. Really crazy. And they're not even on the CD is what I understand. They don't even put the game on the CD anymore. They just put a code that unlocks the CD, that unlocks the game. So you buy the physical copy of the game, and all that really is just, okay, here's your access. You still have to download it. You will own nothing and be happy. Again, when it comes to software, you didn't make it, and it's software. So it's not like a home, right? Like if you want to talk about land, well, you don't even own the land. When you buy land and you pay, if you love if you love owning stuff, then you and I probably share the same opinion that the government should not be allowed to have a property tax on your land because that's rent. You're paying rent. You don't truly own it. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I must assume you're a guy who believes in removing property taxes because it's not right. You should pay tax one time at the point of sale. So when the land sells, that's when you should pay taxes. But afterwards, no more taxes. All right, so here we are, 10 packs for Miss Sarah. But again, the software is not like land. Here it is. Snip of this. Can key code. I can't sell or trade my digital copy. Yeah, and I believe that's the way it ought to be. I believe the only person who should be allowed to sell the software is the owner of the software. This. You're not owning the software. You're gaining access to the software. That's how Microsoft works. Like, you think that sounds crazy, right? Like what I just said, like, oh, this guy's a jerk or something, or he doesn't want me to make money off of my video game. How many of you can right now take a CD copy of your copy of Microsoft Word and go sell it at a garage sale? Nobody. And we've all accepted this because it's a crazy idea. That's a crazy idea to be able to do that. But for video gaming, it's like different. It's like we believe we should have that right. And it's like, what? All it really does is create GameStop. That's what it really does. So it creates this like parasite, this inefficiency in the market called GameStop, and they get to resell the software a second time to somebody who would have otherwise bought it from the distributor, from the actual producer of the software, the person who actually improved your life. That would be like the software developer, BioWare, or whatever company you like. They produced the software. They made your life good, but they don't get to sell the copy to Billy because GameStop's selling the copy to Billy. My God, dude, it's such a bad system. So, and again, you would never do that with something like Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, except for maybe like bootlegging pirated copies, which is super illegal. But you get it, right? So you get how it's so weird, the idea of, oh, I get to sell my copy of Microsoft Word now that I'm done using it. No, you don't. That would be nuts. But you get to do that with your video game. Why? That doesn't make it's no different. It's also software. So I'm on the favor of the developers. I'm on the side of the software developers, the engineers, the people who actually make stuff in society. They actually make stuff, not GameStop, which is they're a middleman trader. So they trade stuff. GameStop doesn't develop any games. They just trade games profitably, and they slowly scrape money out of the market that never should have been scraped out. Here's Vullaby and Mag Cargo, and you know middlemans exist, but it's like for software, especially software, no middleman is necessary. No middleman is necessary. You know, like Target's a middle. Ooh, what do we got here? Target's a middleman. We got Mega Howlucha, right? There's the developer of the product, and then the retail store, which is the middleman. But this is not like Target. This is software. No middleman needed. Just a computer. Direct distribution's all that's needed. Here's Hunchcrow. You're a middleman. Yeah, there are middlemans. Like, for example, Walmart's a middleman. But a middleman, in that case, is a lot of cool physical products being delivered, right? Software requires no delivery. All you have to do is push a button on your phone. All you have to do is push a button on your computer. No delivery required. But Walmart delivers dog food into Walmart, and then you buy it for a profit. So Walmart actually serves a purpose. Here's Silcoon, Tepig, and Boss's Order. Software doesn't need that. That's what's so cool about it. Ooh. Boy, I got really, really strong urge to have a cough. Hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. You're an approved nice guy middleman, and all the other are bad guy middlemans. Yeah, Pokemon cards and gold and silver are areas where there are a lot of middlemans. But again, I'm not selling you software. How crazy would it be if you came to me to buy Microsoft Word? Let's say Microsoft Word costs $400, right? And you come to me to buy Microsoft Word for $500. You could just go to the Microsoft Word, website and just download Microsoft Word right now for $400. It just wouldn't make any sense, right? That's what GameStop is, though. And it only exists because we as gamers forced the gaming companies to waste millions of dollars printing millions of totally obsolete CDs. That's what we do. We force them to do that. Humongous amounts of money are wasted. Just crazy amounts of trash is developed. So you make all this trash. It's all going to go in a landfill. All that material has to be produced. It's part of the cost of development now. The machines that make the CDs is part of the cost of development. The people who operate the machines is part of the cost of development. You're paying for all that when you buy the game. You're paying for all this crap. And also that we can have a CD that was obsolete in like the early 2000s. And then again, we get this parasite middleman called GameStop comes in and virtually destroys probably like a third of the sales that the gaming company would have made. Maybe a little less than a third. But they siphon off all these sales that should have been made by the actual game developers, the people who made your life good. GameStop just making money off of you and nothing else. Here we go. All right. Ooh. Look at these Rayquazas. Open more Ascended. Reg Ice, Mega Howlucha, Boss's Orders, and Medicam Parachute Pants. Ooh. All right, Sarah. Sarah with the big with the big orders tonight. Okay. Do you think Washington Shooter watched stream and liked Pokemon? The guy, the assassin who just got caught? Well, as you know, Alex, it was all staged. It was all fake. It was the Mossad. Candace Owens told It was all fake. It was AI. I saw it. Here we have Sarah. Ooh. There's a lot of people still saying that in the comment sections. You know, there's all this information coming out. His family's real. They're talking about how he was going crazy and they had reported him. There's all this stuff coming out and people are still like, hey, that's totally fake. Here's the trade slab for Deoxys. You guys know you can trade right into this Deoxys break. AI is getting crazy. Yeah, you're right. AI is getting crazy. I actually agree with that. It's getting pretty good. Getting pretty good. You can still kind of detect it sometimes, though, you know? Okay, I sell my kidney for Ascended Heroes pack. Nice. Well, well, well. It's 4:18. We're at the 3-hour mark. Let's price up another slab. Here we are. That was my rant on video game development and how I feel personally that the money should go to the developers, not to GameStop. And that even though you will lose the ability to resell the game, the developers will have the ability to lower the price of the game as well if everything was purely digital. Let's see, Jolteon Tops. They'll have that option. Spectra Tops. Okay, Spectra Jolteon. Here's one for 1,500. Okay. What do you need to trade into that Deoxys? Slab break, mister? Oh, right. Oh, you were asking about that, but I'm afraid I don't want to go hunting for your slabs right at the end of the stream. You can trade in whatever you'd like. You're also allowed to just buy in. So if you like the card a lot, you can take a spot for 20 bucks. Well, I'm trying real hard not to cough here. Here we are. GameStop is in it all, aren't they? Haha. They really got a grip on it. Yeah. Well, their industry has been going out of business because of digital gaming anyways. A lot of people just want digital gaming for the convenience. There. Bit of a better price on this Jolteon, huh? Nice. Very good. We have a last order for Miss Sarah. She says, pre-grades on the Halucha, Rocket Houndoom, Ligia V, and choose 2 others. Okay. Smoker's cough. Yeah. Been smoking too much. 2 others, huh? That one's being tested. That could be tested. Raichu's cute. Houndoom. Cute little Psyduck. Jigglypuff. Hoot Hoot's kind of nice. Rocket Houndoom. Here's the Lugia. Here's the Spearow. Spearow's kind of valuable. Murkrow. I can already tell the Magikarp's no good. Lugia. Did I get it all? Oh, we created another bag for you, didn't we? I second what the mighty Sarah said. Don't forget to like the stream. Looks like we hit 32. So no giveaway tonight. Although we already had a giveaway. Mr. Oscar gave away a nice card. He gave away a $50 Snorlax. Can you believe it? What a nice guy. These 2 could be pre-graded. So we got a couple here. I'm not a joysticker. PC number 1. I did see someone buying 2 games there yesterday, though. Yeah, it's still alive. It's still going. Yeah, a couple lovely cards here. So here's a Lugia V. Here's a Halucha. And here's a Rocky Houndoom. Now, the other 2 I would choose is Ampharos and Murkrow, because it's English. Ready? There's a black speck on it for some reason. Hold on, give me a moment here. Boy, I just have this terrible cough going on. I don't know what's going on. So, black speck there, white spot there, white spot there, white spot there. So, I'm going to set this guy down as 9. Here's the Ampharos. Ampharos. The edge isn't perfectly flat, so that's annoying. You can actually fix that with the, if you practice, you can actually flatten the edge out. All right, so I would say it has a frailed edge, frazzled edge. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Centering's good, though. No clear signs of any print lines or anything like that. I'm going to call this 9.5 plus. I think it has a very good chance at a 10. Okay, but I don't know if I could 100% say it's a 10. There's a frazzled edge here and up here as well. And it's just enough that it makes me feel... Let me show you, by the way. I'll zoom in. See that? Doesn't show up on the... Oh, there we go. So it's kind of bad there on the back, too. But it does that on the bottom as well. And, you know, sometimes Japanese cards fail, and I don't understand why. And I'm pretty sure it's the lip from that frazzled edge. This card, for example, will have none of that. Watch this. So this card will have a perfectly straight edge. Check this out. See that? That is a flat, straight edge. Okay? So Japanese cards deal with that a lot, I notice. And I think grading companies have caught on to that. It's not perfect centering. The bottom's slightly thinner. But you know what? It's looking pretty good. I think it's within the margin, too. So this guy will just get an even 10. Halucha. Thin on the left. Ooh, very clean on the back of the card. Ooh, super clean on the back. Let's take a look at that off centering. It's close. I don't know. I think we would go ahead and give it a shot, huh? Actually, no. On the top of the card, we have an issue. There it is. All right. There we go. So we're going to give this card a 9. That's tough. Probably worse than a 9, to be honest. Give me a second here. All right. So here is a Lugia. Looking pretty good. Minimal frazzling. Okay, I think that the Lugia is just a solid 10, but not a pristine 10 because it's got imperfect edges. All right, so there you go. Listen to this atmospheric music. So standing out, we have the Houndoom and the Lugia look like they could be 10s. And then the Ampharos is a 9.5 plus. And then these two are 9s. These two are definitely failing. Oh, those are from the Ascended Heroes. Man, that's tough, man. It's English, right? So English cards are already hard enough to grade. And then Ascended Heroes is especially expensive, but also not especially generous when you open it. That is one tough cookie. That set's going to be tough for a long time. Just sent 26 for Deoxys Break and a 151 Snipe. All right. Mr. Brian, take care of this real fast. I think we're done for the night. For the Deoxys Break. Yeah, you guys actually don't have to trade anything to get in here. You can just buy in for 20 bucks. It's a pretty cool card. There you go, Brian. Cookies. Yeah, that's right. Wait, what? Now you want a 151 Snipe. Let's try it. And a freebie pack if it's still going. I'll get your freebie pack. Why not? There you go. And a freebie pack. All right. I think I have a $20 slab I want to trade toward Deoxys if you have time to check. Now, if you had a slab that was worth exactly $20, I wouldn't trade it in for $20 most likely, because that would assume I'm buying it from you for $20, and I might not want to buy that slab for $20. But you can offer it on consignment, but that would pay out 75% of $20. Here's a Raichu, Sounds like a throat. Losange. Yes, that's right. I have a cough drop because I'm coughing like crazy. I keep muting when I cough. Here's Brian. I have a cough going on. I don't know. It's definitely from. I'm betting it's definitely from when I hurt my throat. It seems to be getting worse. Okay. Thank you, Brian. And I think we're all done, guys. Well, what a wonderful Monday stream. Oscar Ascendez and Mark J. Valerian doing big giveaways. Those guys are both extremely generous, but Mark especially, he's crazy generous. We still have this card over here to hand out, so this is not done being handed out. We still have more Oscar Ascendez rocket packs, so we can hand those out tomorrow as well. Today, what moved? Well, we had a break on the Sylveon, didn't we? And it just finished. It's over. So now we've got this guy's got one spot in. It needs 3 more people. We just started this Snorlax, but I suspect he could end pretty fast if people wanted. And then here is a nice Mew. Looks like we're missing Vintage. That's what it looks like we're missing on the table. The Jungle Pack moved today by 1 spot. And we priced up a bunch of cards. Somebody took one into slab away, so the Gengar Mimikyu's gone. And so is the, what's the other thing? The Lily. Lily Poker is taken too. 400 seems too cheap, doesn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Sent for shipping, says Mr. Brandon Vargas. Hey, what's up? We might work on that tomorrow morning, okay? Let's see. Actually, Miss Alexis didn't say what time she was coming in. I wonder when she's coming in. She's coming in the afternoon or she's coming in the morning? Time to ship Anakin sketch and Star Wars sketch cards in my bag. Thanks. Okay. Let me grab these. Maybe I just work this. I want to go to bed, though, you know. So let's see. What's another 20 minutes? There's Anakin sketch. Sorry he didn't sell. I didn't feel like he was gonna. My gut told me that's a tough one to sell anyways. Brandel Vargas. Now, when you say Star Wars sketch cards, are you talking about... It's not really in your bag, is it? It's in a please grade this bag, isn't it? Let's go find it. All right, here we are. Yeah, unfortunately, my gut tells me you could price them around. Could have saved it for tomorrow. Yeah, what we got left here? The Younglings, R2-D2. Your Eevees. There it goes. Okay. Do you got a regular bag? And do you have any slabs with me? Ben? Ito. Yeah, you might try eBay. You might have better luck with eBay. Hey, Brandel, if you are going to sell that on eBay, no slabs, just that or bag. Okay, sounds good. If you are going to sell it on eBay, do you want to reveal what it truly cost? I'm curious. You don't have to. You can say, I got to keep it a secret or something. But what was this costing you? Was it 300? Yeah. Let me go grab a label. All right. Grabbing this. And we're going to hit Parent. Let's check eBay, see if there's any eBay things to ship. New messages. We sent your payout. Oh, that's good. Bro, I picked up this lady and she stunk so bad. I paid $8.50 for that. Woo! $8.50. That's tough because that means that if you want to break even, and let's say you're going to sell it on eBay, you almost have to sell it for $1,000 on eBay. All right. Keep at it, man. You might find a buyer. Scared for you, man. All right. I've done the same thing, Mr. Brandel. So I've jumped into stuff where I was too eager, maybe, and then it turned out it was kind of hard to move. Let me think about it for a second. What have I done that with? I did that a long time ago with some EVs. So there were these EV Blackstar promos, PSA 9s, and I bought them because I thought, you know, I can buy these and then push the market up on them, and then what I could do is turn around and sell them at the higher price. And because there's only like 1 or 2 of the PSA 10s of this eBay or EV, everyone will accept the 9s. So that's what I was doing. I did that with I didn't just do that with the EV. Years later, I would do that with the Southern Island Mew. But the Southern Island Mew actually worked. EVs, I just lost a bunch of money. So you really can't, you know, you really can't force anyone to buy something, you know what I mean? In the end, they either really wanted it or they didn't. Really tough. Have someone paying $12.50 in a Facebook group. Oh, perfect, dude. All right, so it sounds like you're all taken care of anyways. All right, so I got your label in there. Okay. I'm going to put this up here. Sounds like you're all taken care of. I thought you were having trouble with this. Sounds like you're doing well with it. Yeah, the Anakin sketch, man, you've passed it on to the next guy. That's what a lot of card sales is ultimately, isn't it? Well, that sounds like a good story, a good ending to the story, Mr. Brandel. Let's see, what do we got left then? I think we're all done. I think I've handled everything. Let me just check the queue. Yeah, I've had some ventures, let's call them ventures, where it went well, and then I've had ventures where it went poorly. Troy Malice, that's crazy that a lady stunk up your car, man. I had a lot of fun, guys. We're going to end the stream for Monday. I'll see you guys for the Tuesday daytime stream, and we'll see how crazy it is. You think it'll be crazy? We'll find out. I'll see you there. See you later, everybody.